welcome to the Outtake Show. This is episode 21, the show we give our outlandish takes within the movie and TV world. You got myself, the host, Yardman Junes in the building, gang. We got Mazavelli in the building, gang. Maz is here, man. She wasn't here last episode, but she's back here again, man. Good to have Maz back, man. It feels weird when Maz's not here still. And we've got the return. This guy has been missing on mission.
Return of the Mack.
Time. For so long.
Return of the Mack.
Has not been around for so long. Some people were questioning, wait, you lot are four people.
And we know he's the fourth member.
Who's the fourth person? Who's the fourth person? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the fourth member. He's been there since the very beginning, but over situations, he's been missing on action, but he's here again. It's the return of the Mack. Mack is in the building.
The real silent assassin.
Real silent assassin, He popped out of nowhere. He dropped in a group chat. He's been in a group chat, hasn't said a word. Randomly yesterday goes, you guys recording? When you guys recording, I'm pulling up. I said, huh?
All up in your face.
I said the date, I said the time. I said, come through now. Then Aladdin comes, it's hard to do a full man. Nah, bun that, bro. We're doing it. And here we are. We got Mack in the building. Welcome back, Mack. What are you saying, Mack, man? How you doing?
How you been?
This character assassination,
assassination. Man, we've been missing. I don't think I've been the last time you've been here. There.
You murdered me right
when was the last?
This episode 21.
This is the first time you've been in the pod in a year.
Yeah.
In the year.
Yeah. This year completely written off.
Yo, that's wild, you know.
When you think about it.
And it's actually been a year since last time because it was Black Adam trailer that dropped.
Yeah, I think that was the last time he was here, Black Adam. That felt like a couple of years ago, you know. That was
the clock is on point then, isn't it?
That's all. Look how he spun it. He spun that nicely. He said, you know,
you have to give me some accuracy.
Man said, when you think about it, I'm actually...
That's BMT. That's BMT.
That's some accuracy.
Man said, when you think about it, I'm on time. It's been a year.
It's scheduled.
It's been a year.
It's scheduled.
And Aladdin is also here as well. He's going to jump in slightly later on. But we are going to commence with the show. But first, before we commence, I do want to make an apology. Last episode 20, the audio was bad. It cut off midway, and I do want to apologize to people that was listening. That was my bad. That was my fault. But this episode, we made sure we got the right equipment needed to make sure the audio experience is good. So hopefully you guys can all hear us individually clearly. Now, it is a four-man pod, so do bear with us, because at times we may talk over each other, but we're going to make sure you guys can hear us all individually going forward. But yeah, to start off the show, we're going to start with some news. So I'm not sure if you guys have been aware, but there's been a lot of casting news when it comes to James Gunn's new film, Superman Legacy. So the first casting that's got everyone going wild on the internet is, of course, the casting of Lex Luthor, which is casted by Nicholas Hoult. Yes. I need to bring up his film season. Last film I've seen him in
About Boy,
The Menu. I've seen him
X-Men,
in. Yes.
The zombie one. I've read the book. That's how I know.
Yeah, the Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
That was a TV show as well.
He's in that Lionsgate, like region
and
type.
Skins. Skins,
yeah.
right?
He was in Mad Max as well. I forgot about Mad Max.
Yeah.
He's one
he
of
was
those.
old in Mad Max
That's
also.
it.
He's
Great.
like, you know, those actors that are they're like the main like supporting role, but you don't really know who they are, but you know the face.
Man, he was in The Menu, bro.
Jack and the Giant.
He was one of the best,
he was good in Menu.
like,
He's annoying.
supporting males.
That's what he is. He's the main supporting role, and this it's funny because he was running up to play Superman itself, but didn't get the role, of course. But now he's playing his nemesis.
No, but he's got
Lex.
like a very like his angular face.
He has to be Lex after he missed Superman.
It makes sense.
No, he has a very like villain type.
He
face.
does.
Like,
I think
not to be like rude, but he has that sharp structure that you normally affiliate with villains.
It's interesting you said that because apparently he came close to being our Pattinson for Batman. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
I can actually see him as Batman,
like,
you know.
Batman's almost like an anti-hero in a way.
That's what I'm saying. It's interesting you say that because I think that's probably what he was in the running. Why he was running.
I think anti-heroes are the best villains, you know.
Why?
Because low-key, a good villain to me is someone that you kind of understand their motive. And you can understand what they're doing, but they're just going the wrong way about it.
Anti-hero isn't a villain, though.
True. It's kind of
So you like anti-heroes more than heroes. You like your heroes.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have
Maybe
a
that's
grey
what
side
maybe that's
to
what I'm
them.
trying to get across.
I like
Like,
my heroes to be pure,
yeah.
man. I like my pure
Man,
heroes.
like my pure heroes.
I like my
Alright, man.
heroes doing what's
So
right.
you
Shout
don't-
out Jesus.
You don't like them, like, what's it?
I'm saying I'm not
Full
like
Metal,
him. I don't like-
Full Metal Alchemist brother type things.
What do you mean? But what do you mean by that? Though?
Did you not watch Full Metal
I
Alchemist?
did. But what do you mean?
But they were technically anti-heroes.
Nah, they're just kids that messed up.
They just made a
I
mistake.
wouldn't call them anti.
Forgive them.
They were actually heroes. They made a mistake. They lived their life trying to right the wrong. And like they weren't like I would say Batman is an anti-hero.
He's definitely
Going
an
about
anti-hero.
the streets,
Yeah.
messing up people.
Yeah, he's killing. He's
it's
locking
illegal,
people
you shouldn't
off.
be doing
Man.
that.
He's locking
That's
people
an
off.
anti-hero.
Yeah.
Like Man of Steel, he even has like government links sometimes. Superman always been linked to the government. So like Superman always works in accordance with the government. That's why he always stays away from the anti-hero attacks.
Homelander, straight villain. Straight
Yeah,
villain.
Well, he's like
Straight villain.
but then he's also linked to the government.
No, because in a way, he is actually an anti-hero, but that man is a villain.
he's a
You
villain.
can't tell me.
No,
he's
he's just a villain. He's just a
Homelander is
villain.
a villain.
Homelander is a villain. He's straight up a
He's a
villain.
villain.
But what do
straight
you
up
what do you
villain.
guys think about this villain, Lex Luthor, and the casting for this? Do you
I
think this
think
is a
it's
good match?
hard.
It had to be because
Had
he
to
went for
be.
Superman. He didn't get it.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna go for the.
He's
yeah.
gonna eat that role because,
Exactly.
like Lex Luthor, you did feel sorry for him because of his relationship with his dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I need. But what type of body type? Do you want him to
Don't
be there?
worry.
I kind of want him to be.
All I'm
Wow.
thinking
But
is that
no, that doesn't make sense. Lex
Listen.
Luthor was always just lean.
the guy he missed out on the road to is now Superman. He's gonna hate that guy in the screen test.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna work. That's why they have to cast him.
Method acting. It's like,
Exactly.
hey, let's make it real for him.
It's like, I should have been you. And then the whole point of Lex Luthor is he
It
wants
was
to
to be
Superman.
you. Oh, it's genius.
Bro.
It's genius. It's genius. It's genius.
Perfect.
It's genius.
So let's do this. Let's go.
But this
Tango Ice Blast.
did this help your excitement for the film? Were you not excited for before?
I
This
was always
casting
excited
brings you
for
across
I was
to
always
it?
excited Superman, innit?
That's
Come
that-
on,
Just
bro.
because Superman or because of James Gunn's backing?
No, Superman alone, world's finest.
So anyone did it?
Any Superman
Oh,
movie,
okay.
I have to be
No,
there.
because-
I'll trash it for shit.
No, because you
Yeah.
grew
Don't
up.
get me wrong, yeah.
You grew up on
He's the
watching.
world's
Yeah.
finest. You have to.
You grew
Yeah.
up watching Superman as a kid.
Sorry.
It was always on like ITV
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
ITV2, and it was just one of
I'm not
those
a big
things.
fan. I'm not a big fan
It's a
of
law.
Superman
It's a
still.
law.
I think Superman's.
Superman movie coming out in the cinema.
I low-key hate
You
Superman
go
still.
watch it.
Oh, you're a Batman boy.
You know why? Why I hate Superman is because I feel like he's just. I hate that he's so powerful, and the one thing that can kill him is like a green rock. That bugs me out. Like he made his character so good that you have to like find
Yeah,
something
but that's
to
like
kill him.
us getting killed by Mercury, isn't it? It's embarrassing.
A lot of things can kill us though.
Trust. Trust.
But I mean, that's just an example.
Mercury poison, you know.
Asbestos dead.
For
Wow.
real. There was another casting as
Wait,
well.
so you're saying that you don't like powerful characters?
I don't like overly powerful characters, and then they're so powerful that the writer has to make something small to be his, essentially what can kill him.
So you don't like Gojo then?
Who's Gojo?
Just Kaisen.
No, I don't know who Gojo is.
Oh, you don't?
No, but I don't like Gojo.
How about
I'm still gonna watch this film. I'm still
Dr.
excited for
Manhattan?
this film. Who?
Dr. Manhattan?
But he's different to me because he's so powerful, but he's so intelligent. He like the way he looks at the universe is so different that he can easily just click his fingers and kill everyone.
But it's not too
Wait.
powerful.
It
more
is,
Superman.
it is,
He has
but
no weakness.
but
bro.
I like his motive on how he moves around life. He's just essentially
But
a
what
being
about
that
Doctor
kind of
Strange?
But you like how so basically because he's interesting.
yeah.
He's different.
Superman's not interesting to me.
No, because he is because they haven't shown. That's what I don't like.
I have a
People don't know
question.
the interesting
What's the difference between Superman and Doctor Strange?
magic.
You can kill Doctor Strange easily,
Magic,
man. You can
it's
kill
magic,
Doctor Strange.
it's
You can knock down Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange can get banged up still. You can shoot him really.
Are you
must-
sure?
Yeah, must a couple shots on
I
Superman.
thought it was just
I'm-
magic,
I'm-
innit? Like
I'm
one's
Doctor
more
Strange.
physical, strong. One's an
No,
alien.
Don't
he
say it like
has-
that.
He has bare powers though.
But you can
And
kill
they're
him.
both equally.
But you can
have-
kill him. You can easily kill him. You
No,
can set him up.
Strange will
You
murder
can-
Superman.
you
Because
can-
magic is weak to magic, innit? Superman is weak to magic.
Do you think? Wait.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Like that's one of his main.
And that's what I'm saying.
weaknesses.
That's another thing that I get annoyed about. The red sun shit that powers him up. There's a lot of stuff that they throw in there to make sure, okay, if you want to, we can kill him, but we can't.
He loves
He's
Superman.
powerful.
He's gonna be there first row to watch.
I'm gonna watch it. No, don't get it twisted. I don't like the characters, man, but I'm gonna watch this film. This film's great. This film, you know why I'm so excited for this film? Because this is one of the first films I've seen where
The
I've gone through the
casting's
casting. The casting
amazing.
is on point. DC's always good at casting, but also there's so much different superhero characters in this
Yeah.
film. This is the first time I've seen a superhero film that has a bunch of superheroes in it. So we're gonna have a Green Lantern in this film. We're gonna have a Hawkeye. I'm not Hawkeye. Hawkgirl. we got one person called the Engineer, which is one of Superman's nemesis.
Wait, go up. Hold on. That's mad. That's what's his name?
Or X-Men.
Yeah, Darwin.
We're gonna put his face on the screen as well. He's playing some next villain as well. I don't know the powers, but I like there's so much superheroes in this film. I feel like when
It's
you set
nice
up
to see Superman with other heroes.
yeah, because normally when you see a superhero
he's
film,
alone.
it's like one person and one nemesis.
Because he's so powerful, they didn't really know how to like show
Yeah,
other
like
heroes.
create a world where we know the superheroes in it and have them.
That's what I'm saying.
branch out.
Superman, he's actually a really interesting character when you actually read his
the
day
comics.
to day.
Yeah.
Because his day to day show narrows him down, and it shows how he reacts to people reacting to. Because he's honest to earth. Man, Clark Kent is such a funny, like, wordless guy. He doesn't know what he's doing half the time.
Yeah.
And then people like Lois Lane, they're better because they show how ordinary he is, even with his powers. And Lois Lane is so cool compared to like Clark Kent. So he
was
like them together.
way out of her league. I mean, she was way out of his league.
She's so cool. Lois
Like,
Lane in comics is like she's ahead of the story, and the story later turns out that like this is the main plot. So Superman finds out that like, oh, Loki, if you listen to Lois, he would have solved it. I'm saying they work together. So you can't if you see him alone.
I really appeal at that because I feel like James Gunn, that's what he's aiming.
And I feel like
he announced this
the
side by
angle
side.
that
Jimmy Olsen is involved as well.
The casting for Jimmy Olsen is incredible. I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that, I can't wait.
It looks good. It looks
he's
like,
perfect.
I feel like they're gonna bring the charm back to
There we go.
Superman.
Ooh, perfect, Jimmy Olsen. We're putting this screen as well. Oh my gosh. The
And
cast is amazing.
It feels like they were cast for a story rather than because I feel like sometimes people just cast for people in it. Like that Elodie guy, he looks good. Or every woman on the world is like crazy about it. But they didn't pick him. Yeah. They picked someone that we low-key didn't even know. Like I love that.
That's what they meant to do for superhero.
I love that. I was like, wait.
Especially for origin superhero films.
Who's Current Sweet? It's Current Sweet guy. Then you just see the jawline, you're like, this is Superman. This is Superman.
And he's in the gym right now getting wham.
I know who he was. I thought they were gonna pick that Elodie guy. I was like, this guy is gonna be the guy. They're gonna pick him. He's tall, he's in Euphoria. Yeah, but it
goes to show that they're going for the actual story. Because they picked him, I think they would have chose him because he's more of a notable face. He has good looking appeal, so that would probably help with his tickets. But I think they chose the other guy because they know it's true to the story. Yeah. It's true to the character.
And it helps, innit? Fresh face. You can come into it like you come into it all fresh. You're not coming into it thinking like it's got some wham fam. This is what I mean. Jesus Christ.
I said, who me? So Aladdin just walked in just now.
Steroids. You start juicing soon.
I can see that from him still. Yeah. He's one of those guys that I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I will never take drugs. But stories.
I can see him juicing. When he was extra games.
Man trying to cast a Superman himself.
I don't want to be rude, yeah, but we did say about personal life and recording.
We just got into Aladdin.
I don't have a personal life, man. Everyone knows my personal life.
Anyway. If Aladdin says he doesn't want in him, we'll take it out. That's simple.
I'm so sorry.
Why do you do that for? We're cut in anyway. You lot doesn't matter. Sorry, audio listeners.
This one's it's off the floor.
It's called chaos. We're talking about Superman just now.
It's giving ADHD. So take that word away from me.
For real, look at him. Look what you guys doing. He's not used to doing recording, but you do, so you should be ashamed of yourself for doing that.
Yo, man said 3 fingers back.
This guy's just playing around the mic with the big clubber board. What would you say about Superman? You said that, what you're saying, man. Damn.
No, I'm looking.
You were saying about Lordy and the storyline.
Oh yeah, because
you're picking the right character.
Yeah. It feels like they're actually paying attention to like the storyline. Like they want to tell a story. Yeah. And like I love how every character in there, we don't know no actor apart from Nicholas Hoult. We don't know anyone there.
Well, I do.
We're gonna but like I feel like we're gonna come into it with like fresh. Like if they picked that Elodie guy up, I've been like, how do you feel like I'm
No, I mean one of them actually won an Emmy.
Which one?
The one who's playing Lois Lane. She was in Marvelous Miss
Maisel.
She's
I don't see her in everything. That's what I'm
she's not a notable face, but if you know her, you know.
I
think what you're trying to say is this person is not really assigned to a particular
character,
or is not a meme. Speaking about Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, I don't like him as that because
casting.
I look at him. I think that's not my man. That's same as the MCU.
He's in so much big stuff. It's
exactly.
Like, that's it. But with the MCU,
but
too much. The way the MCU did it at the beginning, where they did well, is RDJ was not a big name, Hemsworth was not a big name, Evans not a big name, Ruffalo. You know what I'm saying? So like that, what they're doing in DC, I like it a lot because they did the same thing in Marvel and it worked very well. Exactly. It's just don't fuck it up after phase 3.
The date is wrong.
It's not fucking off the face screen.
It's gone, man.
Cool. So we are talking about casting. Obviously, Aladdin just walked in, but Aladdin, what's your thoughts in terms of the casting?
For the Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah. For Lex Luthor.
I don't have much exposure to him beyond X-Men. I liked him in X-Men. I have a weird take here.
Go on. Your takes are all weird. So
That's really so. I have a take. I actually liked Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor.
Me too.
I think it works for that kind of.
Really?
Yeah,
It felt very.
What do you think so?
It kind of felt like
facts,
Superman's.
He's not used to people saying that to him. Okay.
What? He felt like Superman's Joker in a way.
Yeah.
It's not too crazy, but like a bit more grounded. But at the same time, that's what he felt like, and I liked it. I guess maybe because I'm a big fan of Jesse Eisenberg.
No, I'll explain
But
why.
also
He's
because
right. He's 100% right.
Tell me
He's
why.
right. No, because that Superman was the most powerful version of Man of Steel we've ever seen.
Really?
So for Lex Luthor to scare him, it has to be a Lex Luthor that is not physically gonna intimidate him. It's a Lex Luthor that is a mental Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
So it's like Snyder wanted someone that will terrify this version of Superman.
I never.
Something
That wasn't
can't
my
deal
reason.
with. He can deal with the Doomsday. That's what he's trying to show. This Superman is ready for fight, but he doesn't like to deal with things that complicate the situation, like his mom being here, Lois Lane. He doesn't.
Yeah, he can't handle
exactly. So it's the perfect Lex for this Superman.
I liked him. Not for that reason, but that is a new reason why I like him. You know what I'm saying? He added more. So I like that version. So this new version, I'm assuming he's going to be more loyal to the comics. Is going to be very serious and
Even when we,
I like a businessman Lex Luthor. I like the businessman one.
Who's your favorite Lex Luthor?
I just know I know
The
one.
guy from Smallville.
Oh, he was good. I like
The black guy.
The old guy.
Remember Black Old guy.
You know there are two Lex Luthors in Smallville. There's the dad Lex Luthor and there's the Lex Luthor. So I'm saying you need to know.
No, I mean actual Lex.
The bald one.
Yeah.
No, he was trash.
He was alright.
He was more like a best friend. He wasn't Lex Luthor. He was more like a best friend.
But that's
His brethren.
what's the, I don't know origin. I assumed that I thought they were like friends and then did the score.
True.
That was literally the whole
Yeah,
the whole part of the
I
comic.
don't know. Lex Luthor should be Lex Luthor. Like, Lex
Okay,
Luthor
what does
should-
that mean?
That's literally Lex Luthor in the comics. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, yeah, I get it, but my Lex Luthor should
I
terrify
said,
someone.
man.
My Luthor is different, actually.
Yeah, like I don't want. When they were younger, they should be friends. But in the movie, he should be the one that Superman is scared of more than Joker, because Lex Luthor knows how to get to Superman.
I think that's what
That is Lex Luthor's thing.
Isn't he-
He's not scary to anyone else, you know. He's just scary to Clark Kent because Clark Kent doesn't know how to deal with Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor understands Superman and knows how to make him uncomfortable. So everything that Lex Luthor does is to antagonize Superman. He just does not like him. He's envious of him. It's not like I just want to kill you. I want to be you. It's a very complex villain dynamic.
Where are you going to?
Yeah, I feel like you have to show that end there. And I couldn't see the Smallville. I don't know. I watched Smallville and I did like him, but I didn't get that threat.
Let's be clear, Smallville was still trash. I
trash,
enjoyed it.
yeah,
It was
No,
good for the time.
It
It
was
was
good
good for the time. It was good for the time.
I think for the time, as like Lewis actually annoyed me in that one. That was
I
the
had a
worst
crush on
version.
her, but she was.
Oh, I'm always horny, yeah? Look at you.
Look at me.
Look at you.
What did she call for like child trafficking or something?
No, that's not her.
Was it the blonde one?
She was not part of.
Oh,
the
you're so
comics.
defensive.
No, because he trying to throw dirt on my name.
No.
Your name.
There was one person in Smallville. She got
Yeah,
child trafficking.
I know what you're talking
Not
about.
child,
But
some
she's not a main character in the suit. She was like randomly added in. That's why a lot of people thought she was gonna get killed off because she's not part of the comics at all.
True.
But yeah, shit, we digressed. The casting looks good. Everyone seems like they're all excited for it.
I'm excited to go into this blind. Like I know close to nothing about DC.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to go into this. The same way I went into.
You know nothing about Superman.
You know.
I don't know much about most DC
he
characters.
don't
I know a bit about
Nothing about
Batman. I know of characters, but I don't know a lot about their stories. So I'm going into this very similar to I'm going into Invincible, The Boys, that kind of stuff. Just like no comic book understanding pre-watching it, and that's why I'm very excited. It's like it's fresh, it's gone. Give him another chance. He lied to me the first time, but I'll give him another chance. Hopefully,
He did lie, but those films he wasn't creatively attached to. So I'm sold for this one. James Gunn. He lied about the Flash.
How about you, man? I looking forward to Legacy.
Freaking liar, bro.
Yeah, because like I grew up on Superman.
What did
I
he?
was like,
Sick. I don't know. I didn't. I'm not.
Which casting like did you? Which casting was it like you were like, yeah, this movie gonna be good?
I think once, because I'd already knew who the person who played Superman was, and Lewis made sense to me as
Didn't they
well.
cast Lewis Lane? Apparently they casted Lewis Lane first. Apparently.
Yeah, so like, but like, regardless, like they weren't recognizable names to me, and I was like thinking about the characters and how I would have interpreted it, and I think they'd be good because like Lewis is very like smart and witty, and the Rachel plays an amazing version of that in Miss Maisel, so you could just kind of almost see like an inkling of it, but like it'll be interesting to see what kind of change of direction they're gonna have, and also even in Pearl. For like the main character, he's really good in that, who plays Superman, in a sense that he has kind of like a very assertiveness, but in that film he was a villain, so it's nice to now see him as a hero.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. So they're picking a Superman that played a villain before. That's wild, you.
Because in the end you kind of related to him. That was the weird thing.
And there's another film that I watched him in, not a film, I think it was a
Hollywood.
TV show, Hollywood.
Yeah.
He was good in that. He was more of the what was I say? He played the good character in that TV show, and he has the face, he has the structure of I think a good Superman would be.
I was gonna ask Matt something as well, because obviously you've seen him, you've seen Current Suite and stuff, right? I've never seen anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna watch anything that he's been on until this movie. But I want to know, because obviously I'm a Superman fan, and this is the first time I feel like they're actually gonna probably come close to the origins of Superman a bit more, to the comics of it, the OG comics, not what I like, not the version of Superman that like. Everyone forgets that there are multiple versions of Superman. There's the edgy version, there is the OG version, there is the mainstream version. So there's different types. And I feel like this is gonna be the original Superman, because
Why?
they pick someone that can actually talk.
Yeah, but James Gunn doesn't really. Like,
no. Because Henry Cavill is not a talker. He's a more of a presence. And Brandon Routh before.
He's very one-worded.
Every Man of Steel before has been more of a physical presence.
Literally.
This guy looks like a talker. So I'm curious, is he like when you saw him in another thing? Does he talk a lot?
He was like playing a film buff. In Pearl.
See what I'm trying to say? So that's why I feel like Henry Cavill never talks in his movies. I mean, from Immortals, he never talks.
His PC, a place of Warhammer.
Exactly.
That's it.
Even the Witcher.
Every Man of Steel actor doesn't talk. They let the physical talk to them. So
and the powers.
So I'm kind of shocked, because it sounds like this is gonna be the first Superman that you get to realize he's got a personality.
And also, I feel like
that's why I'm excited.
I feel like this one's gonna really touch into Clark Kent as well.
Clark, yeah.
I think the other ones was like.
I want to see him playing football. I actually want to see him playing football. I want to see him like kid.
I think that's what they're gonna do.
Smallville shit, like
I think they're gonna give me Smallville.
I'm ready.
I have high hopes for this, but I think James Gunn is gonna do a good job on this.
It's good that it's starting from the beginning, because to go from Henry to David is just like a mad switch, because he looks so young in comparison. So it's nice to see that like slow progression in age, and then you'd be like, oh, okay. Because when we got Man of Steel, as much as it's great, it was just like he's Superman. Here you go.
Continuity wise, made no sense.
DC said we don't have time to build. Marvel already here, so give us the guy already.
No, but
they didn't want us to build. They didn't want Zack Snyder to build.
Even him as a character made no sense. Like, this guy he acts like an alien, despite the fact he's been living on Earth his whole life. So even continuity in the movie made no sense. It just looked great, and
but that was Zack Snyder wanted to focus on the alien.
Do you not think in terms of like the whole universe that they're building, do you think it's going to be more loyal to the comics, or
100%.
Because James Gunn isn't really from his Suicide Squad and his Guardians movies. They're not really, they're like their own thing kind of thing. They're not really. They take parts from the comics, but it's his own thing. So that's why I'm taking that.
I think the promo run he goes on social media shows that he's gonna do because a lot of times he posts like comic books. Like he seemed like he's really engaged on Twitter to let you guys know that I'm really homing into the source material for this one.
Basically, he shook. Basically, he shook. Just say he shook.
You know that
we're watching it now.
I think he feels the pressure.
He's not gonna mess up.
And also, like I don't know if you was here when we was talking about it, but this film is one of the first superhero films I've seen, especially for Origin, where they added so many other superheroes in this. We're getting a Green Lantern in this.
In that one movie?
Yeah, we're getting Green Lantern, we're getting Hawkgirl, we're getting there's other superheroes that I don't even know of. That
could be a mistake.
I feel like he's trying to make you know this is a
But
superhero
it's not a
world.
normal Green Lantern. It's like a much older. So I feel like it's gonna be like a universe setup. This movie is very much, I feel, gonna set up the whole new.
Yeah.
I think
DC.
your fear of that having loads of superheroes is that you're getting that multiverse thing.
Yeah.
Which
No, not necessarily multiverse. I've seen a lot of movies like stuff like Black Adam, for example, or if you want to go for Marvel examples, there's been a bunch of like Doctor Strange, for example, is just relying on here's a bunch of like if you don't have a purpose in this story, like a solid purpose, you shouldn't be here.
I hear that, but I feel like someone
Spider-Verse
James Gunn has proven that he can do multiple superhero characters in a film and have the own moment.
But Guardians,
I don't want Legacy to be like that.
I don't think it will be like that, but I think he knows how to have multiple characters. Each character can have their own scene, their own little moment. Of course, the core of the film will be centered on Superman, of course, but Green Lantern will have his moment.
If you talk about someone like Green Lantern, who's like a big character, if he doesn't have his own storyline,
this isn't the main Green Lantern. This is just another Green. This is like Green Lantern's like there's various.
Cool. But so the way I see it is one or two ways of doing it. If you're gonna have a big character in this movie, he has to have his own storyline. If he has his own storyline in a Superman movie, you're doing him just disjustice. So the alternative would it be him or her coming in as a cameo. Which is also a disservice. So my thing is you take him out and you put him in their own thing and then do a team up after that.
I think that's cliche and overdone.
Yeah, I think we've seen that so many times though.
Or separate and come together.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like watching Arrow. Like, and Flash.
I don't.
So what is different? What is he gonna do that's different then? Because like you have to be very, very like creative.
I think that's what he's showing on social media. That I'm making sure this is
different.
I think this movie is gonna be
the
origin. I feel like this movie is gonna be at the end of this movie. He's gonna come at the start. Basically, this movie's gonna be when he starts out as Superman.
You're gonna elbow me in the face, bro. Your elbow keeps going really close to my face.
Sorry.
Eventually, you're gonna squig at me.
I feel like it's definitely gonna be like the origin of him, like when like a fresh-faced kid. Yeah. He's probably thinking of should I be Superman. I feel like this is gonna be very much because we haven't seen that before. Like we have, but we haven't. In a movie form.
Not the Superman films. Not Superman films. We've seen it
Spider-Man.
in series.
But never,
we've seen it for other characters, but never Superman.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice to just have that like fresh flow where you kind of pull in that direction and then you can build up for that for the next film.
Or like villains were there before and then he became Superman to like fight a certain villain or like because
I liked that whole. I think that's why I preferred Lex Luthor because you got to see the relationship he had with Superman and why he ended up being that particular way in Smallville. Whilst like in other films, you just got he doesn't like him and you don't really get a context of why or like how come he knows so much information about him. Do you know what I mean?
True.
What I want to know is why we're always referring this to James. They're saying this is James Gunn's thing. I swear it's him and someone else. What's the other guy?
No, it's James Gunn and someone else for the actual universe, but this is James Gunn's film. He's directing.
Oh, he's directing this movie. Okay.
There's another guy.
There's Matt
it's
Reeves.
true. We should give him.
There's also Matt Reeves' DC universe.
No, I'm saying no.
But I mean, like,
what's going on with that? Are they gonna merge this?
No, it's separate things. But what Aladdin is talking about, there's two people that are running this new DC universe. Yeah. It's sad that we don't. I don't know his name.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
I don't know his
say
name.
his name then. I
don't know name. But for Superman Legacy, is James Gunn directing?
Directing, writing.
Yeah. They have to be a universe.
Yeah. Wait. He's directing.
He's
directing. He's writing. He's producing this movie.
Yeah.
When was the last time he's done something?
I don't know if he's writing this. I don't want to throw that information out there, but he's definitely directing this one. He's taking this one, and I think he's kind of dedicating this film to his dad, I believe, because his dad passed away, or his brother.
But he writes movies though. He wrote The Guardian.
Yeah. So he may have some writing credits on it, but I can't say it because I don't really have the information.
But you know what? I'm curious.
Jonathan Kent, man. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, it was Superman. Superman.
When he said his dad passed away, I'm like, he's dedicated movie to that character's gone.
He's not gonna be. Hey,
you're gonna see the
heartstring. I know we're gonna see now.
Where's gonna pull the heartstring?
He ain't got much competition because that Man of Steel got Jonathan Kent death scene was the biggest sort of bullshit I've seen in my life. No, don't save the people from the tornado.
Don't use your power.
Are you dumb? I'll explain.
Wait. First, Aladdin, explain to the audience what happened in that scene. So, talking about Man of Steel.
In Man of Steel, so there's been a debate between Jonathan Kent and Clark Kent about whether he should use his powers or not. So, a point where they had a conversation where Clark saved a school bus full of kids, and then he asked his dad, "Should I have let him die?" And he said, "Maybe, maybe," which is wild. But cool. Now there's a tornado and there's a lot happening, and everyone's whatever, and the dog is stuck. and no one's in this tornado. Just that the one dog. So he told him, "No, don't use your powers. I'm gonna go save the dog." If he used his powers, no one would have seen him, and he would have came out alive. Why are we worried about him using his powers? Plus, Jonathan Kent is meant to be like his. You feel me? Like he's meant to be his ground. He's like his guy. Like he's mentor, isn't it?
Wait. But him not doing that, of course.
He dies. Yeah, he dies in a tornado, which is. I mean, the dog survives. Happy days. Yay!
So
could have been both of these, but sure.
So why does that make sense to you?
That makes sense to me. Alright, cool. Like I said earlier, there are different versions of Superman, right?
And this was a dick.
This is the worst one.
The Zack Snyder version of Superman, the way I always see, because he even gave a warning when he started, because Marvel were doing their thing, right, back in that time. So he even said it, all right, he doesn't want to do what another studio have already done a star in. They've done and dusted it. So he said his version should be seen as like an Elseworlds version. You know what Elseworlds mean in comics? It means that if you all know Superman, we know the story by heart, right? But then some writers, they know that because we know it by heart, they can't give us anything new. So they call it Elseworlds. They change it up. So it'll be like this version of Superman, he was born in a red sun, and his powers are different.
DC's multiverse, isn't it?
Yeah, so like Elseworld stories are like different. So I knew from the get-go, and a lot of us knew that like it wasn't gonna be the same kind of Superman that everyone knows and loves, because it's gonna be too similar to what Marvel are doing over on their side.
That's what debate.
It was always gonna be a darker. He even said something messed up, like in my DC universe, Batman can get in prison.
Oh,
that was
he did say that. That was lit. He said that, yeah.
Yeah, because he wanted to have a gritty Elseworld world where Superman and Batman are fighting, and Batman is knocking out Man of Steel's teeth are coming out. Like he wanted to be visceral. Like you are seeing Superman suffer, and like Batman is like yeah.
Cool. We got the foreplay. Now give me.
But DC didn't like that.
Cool. So why is this scene making no sense? You're getting bare foreplay.
Let me explain. That scene was originally meant to be something more of like a don't use your powers ever, because the world is not ready to go through the whole explaining the whole alien thing. Just don't use your powers. Even if it means me dying, just don't use it. The world is not ready.
That's a dumb character.
How is it dumb?
I mean, no.
You saw what happened when he showed himself to the world. What happened? Huh? Okay, when he showed himself to the world, what happened?
He didn't show himself to the world. He fucked up a city. That's different.
No. You know what
he toppled Metropolis.
So one city versus the whole world.
You blew up a city killed a bunch of...
Do you know what terraform means?
Terraform, go on.
You know what terraform
means? That's a
terraform.
I've heard of it, but
terraform means you change the geography of one planet to suit the home world of another planet.
Oh, Omni-Man, yeah.
So they were going to terraform Earth to suit Krypton.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens when you terraform Earth to suit Kryptonians' bodies?
Yeah, everyone dies, yeah.
Yeah.
But you still...
The gravity alone on Krypton.
But if your first exposure...
So they're going to do that. That's why everything was crashing down, you know?
No.
The machine
I know
was
that
working.
one.
It was
I know that.
The gravity
we're going somewhere completely different.
I know that, but what I'm trying to say is if your first exposure to my man is a problem. If he was introduced to the world way before that, and then that happened, they would have been a bit more accepting of him. You understand? It's the fact that the first is out of nowhere, this guy comes out of nowhere.
So
and he fucks him.
After he saves his dad, then the government puts him on TV.
Doesn't save his dad. Doesn't save his dad.
Why did you save this guy? Why didn't you save everyone else?
He's not saving his dad. He's saving the dog. He's going to walk into the thing, help the dog come loose, and he's going to go somewhere else and he make up some bullshit story about how he ran away and whatever. Yeah, he could still hide it. He could have still hid it, no problem.
Cool, man.
Why did the dad go?
Matt made his points, Aladdin made his points. Audience, you let us know what you lot think, man. God damn, man. Look, it's all about his dad died, man. It's sad, man.
That being said, James Gunn, he ain't got much competition, so...
I'm sorry, yes, he does. Man of Steel was an A-class movie.
I think Man of Steel was okay.
It was a good... I'm saying Jonathan Kent's death. He ain't got competition.
It was a symbol.
Man said that definitely no.
He's saying that it's more important for me that you keep your secret. But
also, at the same time, that was very accurate to how Jonathan Kent is in the comics as well.
Is he like that?
Yeah, he didn't want Clark to be exposed as like a superhero or anything like that. He wanted him to have a normal upbringing and be a normal kid. That was like even consistent in Smallville. So that is actually more accurate to the comic. I get why you say that, but at the same time, it's character accurate.
That's fine. My problem is I don't have a problem with character accuracy being changed to serve the story. That makes sense, but this particular scene don't make no sense. It could have been done differently.
We let the audience decide on that.
We let the audience decide.
We got having like a 10-minute
Focus on.
conversation.
Does this by accident?
Let's
Elbows
be
me in
debating
the
something
face.
else, man. But yeah, we're all excited for Superman Legacy. It seems we're all excited about the casting as well.
Yep.
We won't see it for probably a good 2 years. I think it's 25 July that will be out. But I'm sure we get some trailers for it.
Dune coming out. Dune come out before that.
Yeah, Dune's
Dune
coming
has
out.
to come out.
Dune's coming out next year.
He's coming out in March.
Early
good
March
now.
as well. They changed the date. It was late March.
Oh, they brought back in it.
They put it to late March, and now they pushed it up to early March. So it's coming soon, man. But in other news, we're going to talk about Ridley Scott. Obviously, his film Napoleon is out now in cinemas, and he's going for a press run right now. And a lot of people are complaining about the accuracy of the actual history of Napoleon, saying a lot of it is false. And Ridley Scott, being the old man he is, simply does not give a fuck.
Yo, Ridley Scott feels like a young man's name. I don't know why.
He don't give a fuck.
I never knew what this guy looks like.
How old is he?
Sounds old.
During his press run, he
Oh, he's
said,
old. Oh, holy shit!
Old
This
is
is the first time seeing his face.
"Oh, first time seeing his face."
I've never known what this guy looked like.
This is why you always get your whites confused, man.
85 years old.
85.
You tried.
Oh,
You tried. It's
What's
fine.
this movie? I feel like I've seen a lot of movies, you know.
You have. He did.
Yeah.
Let's
I
bring
feel
up his
like,
films.
Gladiator, of course.
Yeah, he did Blade Runner.
He's a sir.
I think he's. Has he done Alien? Yes, he's done Alien.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
done
that's what I was
Alien.
Yeah, that's what I. Because I was.
What
you
makes
told me-
Ridley Scott so interesting to me is that he's able to do very different genre type of films. So he's got Alien, sci-fi. He's got Gladiator. He's got
Prometheus.
he did Prometheus as well, which is kind of like a prequel of Alien.
Blade Runner is such a.
Blade Runner is good. Blade Runner is a classic. Probably one of the best sci-fi films.
No, not the first one. The second one. The first one. The
First one's good as well.
It's good.
That
but
one's
it's
aged
good,
aged
but the plot was a
perfectly.
bit like parts of the.
Have you
plot
seen Blade
were-
Runner, the first one? Aged like wine.
I haven't.
I watch it.
Of course.
It's on the list.
Oh wow.
It's on the list, bro. Come on,
Of course
now.
we don't.
You're probably right. I get it, 100%.
American Gangster.
I don't think it's perfect, but I watch it to
Oh
feel.
You mean Exodus?
Just
It's
a
the
bit.
Exodus.
The visuals are stunning.
I just feel like
He does. That's one thing we can all agree
Tears
on.
in the Rain. That scene.
Ridley Scott
Nah.
does amazing visuals.
I think he's the most.
When the blood was mixing with the rain and it was talking.
Yes, that scene's classic.
I love that.
Classic,
I love that
classic,
scene so
classic.
much.
American Gangster. Well,
House
this
of
guy,
Gucci.
this guy has done so much different genres of films.
Black Hawk Down.
I think out of the most like classic directors.
He
he's
made a
the
movie
most
about Bin Laden.
Wait,
diverse
search his
director.
movie, The Kingdom of Heaven. Is it him? The Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Kingdom of
Bro,
Heaven.
that movie is one of my greatest.
Bro, he Ridley Scott is
my
a
top-
bad man.
that
He's a
movie
bad
in
man.
In my top 5, probably number 4.
I can't remember. Is this with Orlando Bloom?
Yes, in my
Yeah,
top
that
5
film's
of all
hard.
time, it's
Film's
number
hard,
4.
that
I know
film's
that
hard.
for a fact.
That
Kingdom of
film's hard.
Heaven.
Let me tell you about Ridley Scott. I've seen some interviews with him on the round table. He does not give a fuck. I wish I had just 10%
Real
of his
G.
personality.
He's a
because
real G.
No, but once
he
he's
don't give
got-
a F. He did a press run one time, and I'm misquoting him here, but he said along the lines of, Michael Scorsese's done one film. During the time he's made Killer of the Flower Moon, I have made 4 films. He don't give a F. He will beef all these directors.
Yo, he's a right.
He'll beef all these
He's the
directors.
gigs of movies.
I got one quote. One person was questioning about
You mean Wiley?
the history accuracy of Napoleon. He said, "Excuse me, mate, were you there? No. Well, shut the fuck up."
I love these people. Yes,
he don't give a
Fuck everybody.
F. He don't give a F, and I love it. And I've watched the Napoleon. So wait, before I even talk about Napoleon, what do you guys feel about the directors having a no F personality when it comes to their press runs? And
But
talk
also,
about their film?
like, I don't know, like, you don't expect it to be exactly bar for bar historically accurate.
True.
It's made for entertainment purposes. It doesn't say 100% accuracy based on history, exactly on the textbook. It says based on
Based on true
history
story.
with
Yeah.
entertainment
So
purposes.
it's based. So we're not using
If
all
you
of it.
want a real thing, you got a documentary, innit? You don't go for me.
Legit.
True.
Like, History Channel do amazing stuff. Check it out.
Nice. Do you expect it to be like you know Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
And then there's like what's this one called? Napoleon.
No, but Oppenheimer was also critiqued for not being
Yeah.
exactly accurate because there was like too many stars in the flag.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Too many stars in the flag.
Yeah.
Because it
I thought that was accurate.
included the updated version with Hawaii included as one of the states, whilst previously at the time during the war, Hawaii wasn't included in that
So
because
one
it
missing
was a
star.
result of World War II.
One extra star.
One extra
And
star.
then leave the shit.
But yeah,
Yo, America.
That's how
American.
these critics are. Like they're saying, go make the movie. Go make a movie then. Like, go make.
And that's what Ridley
like,
Scott's
go
standing
make
on.
it. Like, if you felt that strongly about the era, go show us your version.
The way I see it, the purpose of biopics is not to be historically accurate, is to make aware the big things that happen. kind of be loose with the rest of it, and now you go do your
Now
research.
you do research.
That's the purpose of it.
I agree. Like get people interested in the story, innit? So
Yeah.
And do your research.
They look into it. Did it really happen?
But at the same time, their main focus is to entertain, right? That's where
You
they
need to
they're a bit loose with the legit stuff.
100%. That's why it always says based on a true story. You know, saying this is a true story.
Yeah.
But based on it,
Really,
we use it
yeah.
as material, but we won't follow it all the way through because we do.
It just doesn't seem
accurate.
accurate. What people are gonna cry about the Titanic? Oh, is it true? Come on now, come on.
I do love Ridley Scott's energy of like, yo, I don't give a fuck, bro.
You know, but I actually see some of his movies that I didn't know. Like Exodus is one of my favorite movies. I'm a big fan of that one.
Is he American? He's American.
He's
No,
British.
English. He's a sir. He's
British.
knighted.
Fam, this I don't give a fuck energy is British, bro. That's
He
not
is British,
American.
bro. He's
Do
English.
you know what I keep confusing him with? Guy Ritchie.
Guy
I keep
Ritchie.
confusing him
Really?
with
Guy Ritchie's
Yeah.
English as heck.
Yeah,
You can't get more English than Guy
proper
Ritchie.
British, isn't he?
Oh.
Made a gentleman. He's a gentleman.
Do you know they're
Top
doing a
10
TV
judgments, right?
series?
I've
of
seen
that?
Arthur and the sword. The sword. That
Yeah,
one
and-
was-
I can't wait to watch that movie. I can't wait. Arthur. What's it?
You know Arthur.
Arthur. Oh. What's the
What
Arthur?
about?
Arthur, the one with
Okay.
that features what's his name?
That's
Henry for a second. For a split
Oh, with the
second.
cat.
That's our
That's
all
not Guy
star.
Ritchie.
No, but if we said Argyle, right? I'm looking forward to that.
Argo.
Argyle.
Don't worry about it.
We'll talk about when it comes out. It's
What
looking
you
good.
said?
Anyway, who else has a no fucks given mindset? What other directors? It's
Scorsese definitely has one.
It's not like this.
Spike,
Not like
Which
Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott's one's
Spike-
different.
Spike
top five.
Lee.
The top five.
Spike Lee also
She's number
has
one.
Michael Bay.
Quentin Tarantino gives a don't give a fuck energy. I think I'll put him close to Ridley Scott between 1 and 2.
I say him number one actually because he put his whole foot fetishes in every movie.
Yeah.
That takes some balls.
Yeah.
Like he normalized
Foot
foot
fetish.
fetish.
And he did it
some
today. He did it time ago.
He normalized foot fetish. Like
Yeah,
he made it
he
normal
did it
now.
time ago when he wasn't.
Emma Thurman's foot was every movie is in there.
Again,
Your foot, not your foot. Move your foot, bro. Move your foot, bro.
do you think-
How to take yo, bro?
That's how cool
Your Batman
Selma
socks.
the fact that he got Selma Hayek to do a scene where she pours champagne down her leg and he licks it off of her feet.
This
Maybe
guy's
that's-
That
corny.
scene was
This will be.
That's
What
I like
movie is
the
this?
views.
Tell me, nice.
I think it's Dust of Dawn or
Dust of
something.
Dawn.
Dust of Dawn.
Legendary movie. Was that cinema?
I didn't
How
see
much
this. I didn't
Yes
see
or
this.
no? Was that cinema? That's the artist in you not see that. So, listen, Salma Hayek herself loves that scene. She loves that. If you ask Salma Hayek her favorite scene of all time,
When
it's gonna be
Quentin
that scene.
licks my toe.
Do you know why? That scene made
Cinema.
her, you know. That scene made her, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That
That's
scene
what I heard. That's
made
what I heard.
her
That's what I heard. That's
with
what
the
I heard.
snake.
Yeah.
The, oh,
Yeah, it's
my
And then
God.
in a
iconic
bikini.
scene.
Yeah,
Cinema.
the dance as
Iconic
well.
scene. This is cinema.
Because you know, like the fact that.
It's a foot fetish. This is cinema.
But who else? Who else is the director? That's mad.
Wait, one more film
Go
on
ahead, sorry.
Tarantino. Someone tried twisting it on him. Like she was like, "Oh yeah, but like in that scene, he's very like he's rude to women, blah blah." And he was like, "Go watch that scene again. Look at her and look at all the men in the room and tell me who had the power."
She,
in
yeah,
that
no,
room.
that's the one.
I'm
Someone
like,
comes-
it's true though. Like,
It's true.
Who do you think had the power in
But then
that
also,
room?
how can the male gaze determine what female dominance is in that room?
They're all looking at one.
How can the male gaze define female dominance in that exact scene? It can't because it's the male gaze.
I don't know.
You got me lost right now. Shit, man. You played this back again.
This is the power, and you need to explain to us. 'cause we're
The
not-
male
we're not
gaze
organized.
is the perception of how men always sexualize women.
Yeah.
So in this particular situation, how is it that she is more dominant
That's
from
true,
that perspective?
that's true,
No,
that's true.
you
Oh,
can't say
I
that
see.
because it's coming from the perspective of man. So of course it's going to seem like she's dominant, but ultimately she's just being sexualized.
Yeah.
It's just the male gaze.
Oh, I see what you mean. He's Spanish still.
That's true.
This is why the For You
That's true.
podcast says you have the best takes. Shout out to the For You podcast.
That's
Man.
true.
Man's come through with the fucking facts.
So who has power in
Now
that
it was
situation?
sad.
then?
Still watch it. I'll still watch that film. It's a good film.
Ultimately, it's still Tarantino, not only because of the fact that he's the one licking her foot, he's the director. He's her fucking boss.
Yeah.
But even
Tarantino has a
afterwards-
funny face.
But that scene made
It's so
her.
childish.
As much as it made her, like, let's not be honest, that's still very creepy. If
It
we
is.
turned it the other way around and it was a Nowhere Boy scene and Sam Johnson had done something similar to that, everyone would be like, that's really creepy. Why is she doing that?
Well, I've seen similar scenes, but like where like a woman is doing that to like in scenes in movies today. If it's flipped, you would have no problem with that.
No,
Exactly.
I would have a problem.
Is it?
Yeah.
So Wonder Woman.
No,
Have you seen
exactly.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Do you have any problems with Wonder Woman?
Which one?
There was in Wonder Woman.
Is it?
Which one? On what one?
Wonder Woman showed, but every feminist.
But do you know how?
What film was this? Wait. What
Whoa.
Wonder Woman 84.
So how come? So you like Blade Runner, right? I don't like Blade Runner because it's.
But like that's what I'm saying.
It was so
I
unnecessary to the plot.
don't go to every movie doing like if you have the energy for this movie, carry it forward.
Wait, what was it? How did this happen? Oh, when
she took over a man's body that wasn't a man, and she had sex with him.
Yeah, I see it.
Did he say he wanted to?
Yeah.
That was another man's body.
That was
wife. Go into that.
Was
no, but it's Wonder Woman. It's fun.
Yeah, she took her. He took her
Let
whole
man
body.
do that.
Yeah.
So when you come, so it's very.
We say it's touch and go.
It's very
But again, do you know how rare that is?
So I'm saying that male gay scene, she had the power.
But no,
You funny.
Because
He's funny.
the rules
That's not
the
true.
rules are very tough. I'm sorry.
Do you know how many scenes there are where women have to deal with it because it's very uncomfortable?
Today,
in Hollywood.
Okay, but how about
in
today?
Hollywood.
But how about today?
What do you mean how about today?
But today it's flipped and it's okay.
It's not flipped.
For women,
the world is very sexist today in TV for men.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I think you have a. It's there, but it's not as enough.
Bro,
as
I
is
watched
towards
Star Wars,
women.
and Star Wars was telling me that I'm stupid, and that whatever a woman says is the right thing, I should just listen to every woman.
There's a lot of films. There's a lot of film and TV shows that are doing that now.
Yeah.
They
No,
got-
but
but
every
I
a lot
don't
of
think-
media is
I don't-
telling me that
but I
because I'm
think-
man, I'm down.
But do you know?
A lot.
That's not the female gaze,
Yes,
though. You're getting that perception that you think that's the female gaze.
I'm not saying it's a female gaze.
But that's never the
No,
female gaze. So
I
how
know.
is it twisted?
I'm not saying it's a female gaze, but you're saying that in that situation, you're
but
applying it to that.
I'm saying that perception is the male gaze. So how can the male gaze perceive that to be a woman being dominant? It's got nothing to do with that. That's just a male gaze perception. Whilst your argument on these other modern
But she was being
films-
dominant. She was controlling them. That scene was that was her character controlling them.
on these other films that you're arguing that where women it's like almost empowering and it's almost like
No,
that's
someone. No,
But-
that's a superhero one on TV.
Let.
Sorry.
But at the same time, a majority of those angles aren't written with a female gaze intention. It's
Okay.
the male gaze trying to interpret the female gaze.
Okay.
So, but we can agree to disagree.
So explain Wonder Woman then.
This guy here. You
Right? That was
Can
so,
we-
so
That's
F-
cool.
the biggest super
That was-
female
But I think it's two different things though.
Wait. No, the biggest female superhero in the world. Someone in a second movie and no one's gonna peep about it.
Do I have to bleep that word?
Do you know how mad that is?
Should I bleep that?
Yeah, see.
No, but do you know?
Also
no.
for TikTok as well.
It's very uncomfortable, but it's true.
I hate what you're saying. You
That's all I'm
have
saying.
your points.
So if you want
But-
to bring that to every movie,
But the reference
every
has
movie is messed up.
has a point. But you're generalizing it more so like there's so much other films
I'm
doing it
just
as
saying
well.
that you can't-
If you say it to
can't
this
pick and
one,
choose.
you have to say it to the
You
other
have
ones
to be
as
even
well.
to everyone. You
I hear what
can't
you're
pick and
saying.
choose which movie is gonna put you through your moral dilemma. Because there's a lot of movies that do shocking things. So we all need to be like,
I'll be real. We need to police all of it. You have to police all of it. 'Cause that scene there is crazy. Where you might as well explain that scene just now shows a different light onto how we see that scene. And I think if you really deep it, Quentin Tarantino was kind of messed up for doing that.
He's a
scene.
messed up-
He's a
he's a
messed up. He's a
freak.
messed up guy as well. He's messed up.
I'm a thumb and feet is on every single like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But he's confident. He's like, you know what? She's agreed to it. It's a consensual thing. I'm gonna put it up there. You can't argue with
But
him.
what's the difference between? Okay, let's actually just digress and go back to the real talk. Because like we'll actually.
No, but you're right.
I ain't gonna
Max,
make justice for this conversation.
Max, you're right.
Summarize it,
I'm not
summarize
saying
it.
that he's not a creep.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
saying he's a creep. But I'm just saying that like why is that the Wonder Woman? To this day, it's not mentioned. But it's a big thing.
Has
You know?
nobody watched Wonder Woman 2?
They did.
I watched it.
Wonder
Wonder Woman's not- Wonder Woman's not a classic.
But everyone forgets that they watched it.
It did bang.
Life is good.
It just didn't.
It can be better.
Anyway, next topic.
Seriously, no, bro.
Pedro Pascal.
The next topic is the debate.
fuck
Take
me.
that whole section off. Take that whole section
No,
off.
I have to play that back a couple times. I have to play that back a couple times. I said, nah, move, but I take it off, man. You said what you said. You knew what he was on. We're recording audio,
That was
recording
me and Max
visuals.
doing a personal
Nah,
dialogue. No,
that's not personal dialogue. Move.
that was personal dialogue. Man.
Hey, he's unfamiliar. This happens when you don't do shoots regularly, bro.
Trust me, mate.
They
No,
were spirits.
no,
Man, I
man.
swear we're just spitballing.
No comment, because I was literally just doing all my essays from like
This is
from my film
literally,
modules.
we talk about Ridley
Literally
Scott
Set
like
me
that.
up.
We're gonna go back.
She
Accusations.
set me up.
False
Set
accusations.
me up. You see how she's tied me up there nicely?
How did
Are you approaching from the male gaze or the female
She didn't say
gaze?
you up, man. You said what you had to say, man. You said it from chest. You said that from chest.
She made me male gaze myself.
But yeah, man, I do like directors that go crazy, man. I do like the ones that say it with chest, and there's a long list of them. But do let us know what you guys think of other directors. We do
Who's
have
your
Ridley
favorite
Scott.
director right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
oh my god, you just put me on a spot.
I'll say
Nolan.
Emerald.
I know his favorite director.
Emerald, because Saltburn.
Yeah.
Nolan.
Right now,
Yeah.
you know my favorite director right now.
No, of all time, like current.
Oh, I don't know if I can
He's
say.
like
that.
Edgar's guy, I swear.
Edgar White.
No, Robert Edgar's.
What with Edgar? Who's that?
The Lighthouse.
Oh, that's him.
You were feeling for that guy.
He's my guy, but he hasn't done anything this year.
Oh, that's for us. Actually,
Yeah.
this year.
That's coming out next year.
I know you're lying.
That film's gonna be a classic, bro.
What do you mean?
Instant classic.
At the
Instant classic.
moment, I would say Emerald. What's her surname?
I don't know.
Emerald. She's because she both wrote and directed Saltburn.
Throw her stuff over there.
Throw stuff.
These Batman songs are crazy.
I can't. I'll get you a pair, bro. No, you know what?
Wait, who's your favorite director?
Actually-
Wait. You asked a question and you changed topic. Who's your favorite director right now?
I got a lot, you know.
Pick one.
Say one.
Okay.
Pick us out in a row.
Denis Villeneuve right now.
Who?
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, you love the film.
Name a film.
Because Dune, just.
Oh, Duke.
Because it's a movie that could.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna have a debate, but
It's a movie that could never be made, and he made
It's gonna
it.
be
So
an
I feel
outtake,
like that
but-
makes him the best right now.
I
And
love-
after him, then obviously Nolan. But I feel like.
you know what? Yeah, I'm about to say yeah. I feel like he does better films than.
Nolan.
I think his films up there. You know?
I don't have enough.
I think if
Don't
you
say
do
on camera.
if you
Don't
do
say on
all
camera.
his
Don't say on
films
camera. Don't say on
and you do
camera.
Nolan's films and you do it side by side,
Don't say on camera.
it's an argument.
Watch this.
It's an argument.
Watch this, yeah.
It's an argument.
So Nolan's my favorite director, innit? I'm gonna start saying Nolan movies. You respond, yeah. Alright. Interstellar.
Prisoners.
You don't tell me if that's a good.
Still like prisoners. I can't compare the two.
Cool.
Both A-star
Inception.
movies.
Deception. Alright.
But by the way, I didn't quantity. I trying to say Nolan has more.
I'm not saying more.
But
I'm
wait,
saying,
wait.
Can you
But wait, if we're gonna
side by
but
side?
let's look at
Just the
but look at his list of films. Oh,
No,
he hasn't missed.
No,
Name a film he's missed.
No, exactly. They both haven't missed.
Nolan has missed.
Where?
There's arguments that he missed with Dunkirk.
Dunkirk
wasn't a movie. It was
That
just a-
is, you won't say that's a miss.
It was an experiment.
On Dunkirk.
You don't think that's
It
a
was
miss?
an experiment.
I think that was a good film.
No, it wasn't a miss.
It was an experiment.
You
and
know
it
how I
slapped.
feel about those.
Feel about war films.
Because it has Batman in
So
it.
man says it's trash. So
No,
That is different.
I didn't say that. I said, you know how I feel about that genre.
So you don't
of
mess with
film.
that film?
I can't.
exactly. So it's trash.
No, but I.
Yeah, but they had
it's
Barry
just
in
not
it.
my
Barry was
forte.
in it. He died.
There's a huge argument against Tenet.
Same with like.
There's a huge
Tenet.
argument against Tenet.
You can't know. That's the.
There's a line split
Who
between
said-
Tenet.
who's-
A
Some
lot of
people say they
people-
like
a lot of
it.
people
Some
don't
people
like
say they don't like it.
I don't understand it. For the friends. For the friends.
I'll talk to them in it. No, who?
Around the public, the
Who are you
worldwide.
defending right
People
now?
in
I
different
don't
countries.
Tenet, no, but how
People
can
across
you,
different
but Tenet
countries.
is like a masterpiece.
Okay.
So like, how are you gonna?
Some people
You're
say
actually
that.
moving mad.
Sorry. I'm losing my
He's
patience over
rattled.
here.
He's rattled.
Like Tenet, Tenet.
That slaps.
People
I don't
argue
understand
that.
it. Slaps.
And Dunkirk as well.
Dunkirk was an experiment. I don't really.
See, you
Just
can't
say-
add actress. Like you can't add like slashes towards it.
Yeah, but no.
It's
As
either
an
good or
experiment,
it's
it's just
bad.
slaps.
It's an experiment. It slapped.
You know, if you're gonna put side by side, it's still Inception.
Let's name the
Just say the
miss.
sci war movies, innit? Don't say.
I like war movies.
Yeah, but
I like war movies. I like war
I'm saying
movies.
it's bad. I'm saying it's not like a movie where you follow.
All I'm
It's a
all
very
I'm
fun
saying,
experiment
what's
of
the name?
time.
I would know the name of the director. What's his name? No.
Who?
What?
Denis Villeneuve.
David.
Denny.
Denny. So all I'm saying is, if you put a line of his films and you put Nolan films, there's an argument to have there. I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying someone's worse. I'm just saying there's an argument there.
Let me watch Survival when I
Why
get
are
back
you
to you.
comparing them though? They're very different guys. Like.
I feel like I compare them
vibes.
because I feel like they've both done those type of films. They've done the sci-fi. They've done the action pack.
That being
thriller
said,
film.
we'll be on to the thing.
They both can't do action though. They both can't do action.
And the reason why I compare them is, like you said, I think they've done similar type of films, and also they're both trash at doing action fight sequences.
Playing back two bad
Is he
things against
trash?
each other, man.
It's
And
bad.
I think they both have like great solid bodies of work, and it's hard to go by directors that have great bodies of work. We're talking about Ridley Scott, but Ridley Scott also has a couple misses.
Jordan Peele was there.
He has a lot of misses.
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, but he hasn't got that much stuff for me to put him in the conversation.
Yeah, but he's definitely up there.
Nope.
I don't think
solidified
so.
it for me. Nope.
I think
Nope was the movie.
he's got good films. Don't get me wrong, but he's only got 3 films. Let him make some more first, and then we can
But
put
I'm
in the
also
conversation.
very
You got
excited.
wing with a nice 3 is nice. It looks nice.
For now,
It looks nice.
until he slipped.
And like those 3 low key are a universe. I can't explain it.
I think he said something
He's
like that.
got a
Did he say something
universe.
like that when
He's
he
got a
said
universe.
Everyone's in the universe, you know.
Like the thing, but like
This guy's
no, but it's the best kind of universe. It's the best kind of universe.
I'm tired of universes, bro.
No,
You
but
look
I
stressed.
like that kind of universe.
Just
because
look at you, look
it's
so
got
tired.
legs in it.
Oh,
No, but it's the best
Another
kind. No, but it's the best kind. When things are loosely based together, that's when magic happens. Because you can.
That's so cool.
No, do you know why? Do you know why?
It's like a Christmas ad.
No, you can play around with the rules, innit? Nothing is like set in stone. No, do you know all this?
They don't have a
Stephen King.
crossover in life or anything like that.
No.
Because like Daniel Kaluuya appears both times. Did you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the same universe, but you get the same energy and the same vibe.
Stephen King vibes, like
Yeah.
the books. They're not
They're
book
not
is linked,
100%.
but then some weird character can pop up. Like
It's like it. It's comparing it
Stephen
to The
King.
Shining. It's the same energy, but completely different.
I don't.
Same,
She's
but
still-
different.
They say the Nolan movies. They say the Nolan movies are somewhat connected as well.
Yeah, like
I choose to not to
a
believe
good
that.
director got a vibe.
Makes me feel better. when
I
read
like
it.
if they do like little Easter eggs. That's cool, but don't say it's a universe. Just
It's-
say,
Yeah,
just say it's-
They have a
See,
new
Marvel ruined everything for you, lot. Marvel
Yeah,
ruined
because
things for you, lot.
yeah, it does.
They
It did.
ruined it.
It did.
They ruined it.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? It wasn't even a real universe. It was a TV series.
What do you mean?
I kept telling everyone that the Marvel thing was a TV series. It wasn't really a universe.
Marvel as a whole.
Yeah, that's
Oh
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
a TV series.
yeah. I guess yeah.
It was a
Each
glorified,
one's 8
and now
movies. Like
you know,
Yeah.
everyone just scarred now because they feel
Yeah.
like if things are linked,
Yeah.
it's gonna be that. Like
Yeah.
the universe don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
be.
that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
You're debating. It's not agreeing.
I fully agree. I fully agree.
Keep
Oh, shit,
moving.
sorry.
You might have to move it slightly forward. Oh, you
Cables.
Oh,
Cables. You broke it.
I forgot to say now. But yeah, I agree. Like it messed up for everyone.
Yeah, true.
The word universe, cinematic universe, is messed up now because
It wasn't for a long time. It wasn't, but so sad.
We digress.
The death of her.
Well, where we are now, we're at reviews. Let's talk about reviews, man. Reviews and films. We've got very
Might as well
interesting.
just go to the Napoleon since you guys just.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
spoke
about Napoleon. See, we're talking about. Ridley
Do
Scott.
you care about spoilers?
It's okay, but I think it's probably best we should go spoiler free.
Yes, do spoiler free, man.
Okay.
Even though this is based.
It's
on-
not. It's a biopic, so
That's what
you
you,
should know this.
that's what you lot say. I've already said this on camera. I've said it on a couple episodes before. Just because it's based on a true story doesn't mean it's not a spoiler. You're still spoiling it for me. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about Ridley Scott's Napoleon. That's in cinemas right now. Myself and Aladdin has checked it out and gave it a watch. What was my thoughts before watching this film? I can't say I was like super excited to watch it, but I was interested to watch it simply because it's Ridley Scott.
Wait, on the chat, you look like you was mad excited to watch it. No, I'm saying like, what changed?
It's on my list to watch.
Okay.
So maybe the words seem like I was like, let's go watch this film.
I read it wrong.
But I watched in IMAX, of course, because I got the voucher team to watch in IMAX. And I feel like certain films that are promoted for IMAX, I like to consider trying and put in effort to watch in IMAX.
Does that promote for IMAX?
Yeah, they have like the whole IMAX trailer thing saying shot on IMAX, made for IMAX, the whole shebang. So
You see a horse getting
yeah,
for done with an IMAX.
and it looked beautiful.
That's
It
awesome.
looked
Wild.
beautiful. So I watched this film 3 hours. I think it was like a good 3 hours long,
No,
and
two and a half.
I enjoyed this film. I can't say it's my top film of the year.
No,
but I
definitely
actually I enjoyed the film. I think it was a cool film to watch. But that's pretty much my review of it.
I think this is the first movie that I was really excited to watch, and I was very disappointed in after coming out of it. Like most of the movies that I watched, that I'm disappointed in. I wasn't mad excited to watch it. This one was like Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. This is gonna slap.
Yeah,
Slap.
yeah.
This is slap.
It had good moments in it,
Yeah.
but then it was like,
And it was surprisingly funny at some points. Like it was random jokes that.
But I think
kinda
Napoleon.
landed, but, like,
I don't know if Napoleon's character in the actual real life was meant to be like.
He
weird.
was. So,
He's meant to be a weird person.
He's like.
weird
It's supposed
character.
they call it the Napoleon complex kind of thing, where it's like you're
Okay, that's where it
overcompensating.
Shit, is that where that come from?
It's like they're overcompensating and kind of like
I did not know that.
you didn't know that Napoleon
Yeah.
complex came from
I feel like
Napoleon.
it's because like everyone thought he assumed he'd be a tall, dashing man, but then he was actually.
No, he was a
very-
bit of-
No, he
Quite
actually
short,
wasn't.
fat.
He wasn't actually.
No, Oh,
He was average for the time.
Yeah, he was actually
No, but like,
average.
they said
But
that-
his persona
They
kind
thought
of.
that he'd be like some tall, like you hear Napoleon, you think of a grand.
Yeah, because he
Then apparently when you
was
saw him,
61.
he didn't look like the name Napoleon. That was the saying.
I think because he's known for war, and you see him, he's like, this guy's not really built for war.
No, yeah. No, to be
Big
fair,
belly
Also,
guy.
you gotta
That's-
remember that like our version of it is the textbook understanding of it from the Anglo side, the English side.
Yeah.
So that was the perception they were trying to give.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the whole the Battle of Waterloo, and that whole perception. They put that narrative forward for a reason. It was propaganda, but he wasn't actually necessarily short or whatever. It's just the perception that was given over time.
And he
through
has to
history.
overcompensate in a way, kind of like he's like, oh, the pop out is just kind of thing.
Fair enough. So where do you find the disappointment in this film then? Because you said
Before I talk about that, there was one thing that I really liked. I couldn't stop looking at the costuming. It's so good.
It really set the time.
Yo,
I was
it
blown away
looked
how
good.
it actually. Like, I'm watching like this is
The outfits.
Oh,
Was
look
good.
at the outfits and then
the
the space.
texture of the buildings, like architecture was
Yeah.
so spot on. It's actually
So the budget went on that basically. You could tell.
it
But
was
also you need
beautiful.
to
And
know-
very
It looked
bloody.
beautiful.
Love it.
Like just a little insider, because I have a friend that works at Somerset House. Half of it was actually shot in Somerset House. So
Really?
you need like
Somerset
some-
House. What's that?
It's basically like a outside concert, like.
No, it's like it's a big building. You know, they have the ice skating
But
ring
I've seen concerts there.
in London. Yeah, you can go to for concerts, but there's the ice skating ring that people go to. That's really
With the
nice.
big building in front of
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's Somerset House.
Okay.
Open
So
space.
parts of it were actually shot
Makes
at
sense.
Somerset House
Sick.
because it has that almost like Georgian-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Architecture.
So not fully CGI. That's good.
Yeah, it was.
But the
I feel like
CGI they did do.
That's the shocking thing.
I
You know?
love it.
That maybe shouldn't have that CGI.
No, no,
because-
no,
it was
no,
good.
no, no,
No,
no,
that
no.
means
It was
it's
good.
good.
I'm not saying it was
okay.
bad. I'm saying it was good, but like
It was
it was specifically what they
It
used
was,
it for
it was good
amazing.
because they used it correctly.
I love
Oh,
that.
it was
CGI.
amazing.
I love that.
I remember when I was studying film. This is me going back to university time, studying film production.
Let me get it.
Someone
Film
told
buff, film buff,
one of
yeah.
the
Watch
one
out,
of the
watch
teachers
out.
said special effects are special because they use so
Minimal.
yeah. So with this, it's like they pinpointed what they needed it for and really attached the
Then
energy.
even you
of
and
it.
Nolan, they
And
use it minimally.
Even you use it
The
minimally,
purpose is
it
mad.
makes it bang. That's
The
what makes it
purpose-
special.
So we're not used to seeing it all
So
the
for
time.
this
When we
film,
see it, it's
Napoleon,
like, whoa.
there's certain moments where I won't do spoilers, but certain moments in the film you go, okay, that was CGI, but it looked good.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
The job of a visual effects artist is to have your work not be seen,
Yeah.
not be noticed.
Yeah.
If you can't notice it, then you've done a good job, kind of thing, innit? And where it was used was fantastic. So that's the first things I liked. I like the costume. I like the
Yeah.
set designs. I like the visual effects. What I didn't
Sorry.
like pacing
Pacing was bad.
was
Pacing was bad.
poor.
Pacing was bad. And for a Ridley Scott film, he normally good at pacing because his films are always long. But he always seems, for me, from the films I've seen.
You
like,
said 3 hours. It's actually 2.5. But it felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer
3
felt
hours.
quicker.
Yeah.
Do you
That
think
movie was fun. That movie was fun.
It
Oppenheimer
was
was fun.
great, but it was
Oppenheimer
3 hours
fun.
long and it felt
was
shorter.
fun. Because it was fun. It was so fun.
But do you think it's because like Scott really indulged himself in the storytelling of it from a director's perspective?
Yeah, and I feel
rather
like you're
than for
dealing
the
with.
audience?
I think you're dealing with timeline as well. So obviously he's going through his whole span. So you're dealing with this moment, then years later, this moment. This
Yeah, big
different
time jumps.
different history moments, and like I kind of lose myself a little bit, and so it feels like it's being dragged on. But yeah, his pacing was bad. Certain like the fighting scenes were good. I enjoyed it.
The battles, yeah.
But I think when I think about it, I think it was just the pacing. The pacing just was off.
The battles did give me interested. That was the part of the trailer that really got me. Like, yeah, because the whole ice floor thing and
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
like, oh, I look forward to it. And when it happened, it was just, oh, okay, now what,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And also, I feel like I got Napoleon, but I didn't get much of Napoleon. If that makes sense.
We got very good. We got a good Josephine. Josephine was sick.
He did.
She was great.
Yeah, she did good. She was.
Which is mad. The fact that Vanessa Kirby stood out in a movie with Joaquin Phoenix, directed by
she's known for doing those type of period.
Yeah,
pieces.
she's really, she's really known for her
that's a
period
bag.
pieces.
If you go for a list of
Yeah,
shows
yeah.
she's in, she's
in Pride and Prejudice
all of
and
that.
a lot of that
That's-
kind of
You're not
stuff.
gonna like
so-
where I know her from. If I tell you where I know her from, you're not gonna like it.
impossible. Where?
Before that,
What was that?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah, the brother in it. Look at your reference.
Either way, one thing I did, the whole like idea of Joaquin Phoenix just felt like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like someone else. It was like almost
Yeah.
like a slight typecast in a way.
Yeah,
He didn't feel like
yeah.
like I saw Joker kind of thing.
I see what you
Yeah, I
You
can
can't-
see that they chose him because they know he can do it, but then he was so much
He looked great.
that.
Visually, he looked fantastic.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know who Napoleon meant to be. I just saw Wacky Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I saw him like the thing is, and this probably has something to do with the fact that I don't know much about the story. But throughout the whole movie, thinking this guy's a little bitch.
Yeah,
The whole movie, this guy's a bitch.
yeah.
I didn't realize that was actually his, not necessarily his being, but like that was kind of how he was acting in life, kind of thing. The whole thing of like he was never good with ladies, and that whole So that shifted my thing. But maybe it's just I don't know. What's up?
No, I'm
Sorry.
good. You can continue.
But one thing I realized about this movie, and it's not necessarily the movie, more so about me, I cannot sit in a cinema for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, you've got ants in
Is
your
it the
pants.
movie's
Yo.
fault?
You got answers.
No, it's my
I haven't
fault.
heard that
No,
since
thing is,
primary
it's-
school.
The thing is, it's bad because I came out of this movie
It's
thinking this, like my back was hurting, my knees were hurting.
Yeah, you're doing.
But I came out of the movie thinking, is it just me that finds this movie long? But now I'm hearing other people saying that the pacing was a bit poor and like, oh, then maybe it's not.
So I think when it came down to it, because the pacing was poor and it didn't necessarily have that build up that you needed, that's probably why you were so restless.
Maybe. Because I used to watch. I used to go to cinemas like at least once a week, and now I'm going once a month, and I'm dreading. I'm also dreading it. And the thing is, I was really excited to watch this one.
All I can say is Aquaman won't give you that feeling.
I was pissed when I watched the movie as well. I sat next to
Circle
two couples,
back.
bro. I was fuming. There's like a couple here and a couple
At
there,
first,
and I'm
we
sat in
used
the
about
middle. Like,
cinema etiquette, bro. People out there do not have cinema etiquette. I was watching this film and there was like a group of people just underneath my row, and they were going on their phone. And every time my eye was looking at the screen, but then I'm seeing brightness in the corner of my eye. They're constantly going on their phone.
do you not understand? There's a
This
reason why.
wasn't Tuesday, was it? I mean Wednesday.
This was Friday. I watched the film on Friday.
There's a reason why popcorn doesn't taste good. It's not meant to be eaten. It's meant to be thrown at people that got their phones on. That's what it's meant to be.
It was
It's
bugging me
a
out
weapon.
still. At some point, I was like, I just want to just like.
Yeah. But I do have one other. You're so mad. You're not gonna hate me for this year. You know, because I have this knee thing where I can't. If I have my knee bent for so long, I have to like stretch out to click it.
Yeah.
There's times when I go to the leg room, so I can't really do it. So I'm lifting my leg next to someone's head, clicking it, and bringing it back down.
Yeah. You need to work on your body, man. What's going on, man?
Also, there's kind of.
Yeah, you're young.
Yeah,
I know.
trust. You're actually the youngest one here.
I'm whatever. There's also another like, how do you tell someone that you have a fuck off melon on your shoulders? Because the guy in front of you had a wham head. And he covered the whole. You know the subtitles that came up.
Loki, they should know. They should know. If you're tall, you should know that you should sit at the back or. If you
I was on the second row from the back, and he was in the third row. Yeah. And I guess I have a Napoleon complex because that's got like that. Just like see the subtitles.
Oh man.
Which kind of
They should get the nod like, do you mind just sitting there? Cause I can't really see the screen type of thing.
Was that?
Should get a little nodding. Like,
How do you
tap
tell
on
me?
shoulder.
At times go like this. Can you fuck up your spine for 2.5
If
hours?
there's more seats, just go to the side. big man.
Those are the sides of pack.
Oh no man, you
Ah.
have to hold it. Then.
I was a view. I went at 8 p.m. on a Friday.
You have to hold it. But yeah, Napoleon. It was cool. It was a cool watch.
It was definitely a movie.
It was interesting. I like it's interesting that Apple's entering the film cinema Hollywood world because this film was backed by Apple Films.
Oh yeah, wasn't it? That was the first time I saw Apple. Like,
And they did Killers of the Flower Moon as well.
did they?
Apple.
I would have loved to watch that.
Apple's
time
going
on
in.
cinema.
Apple's gonna be the new big production house.
Well, you say that, but the
Snaps.
next one is an Amazon Prime film.
That is what's one.
Amazon MGM.
Yeah.
Amazon
that's true as well.
MGM.
Yeah. These streaming platforms are going in with putting the stuff in cinemas now. But yeah, I think that's our review of Napoleon. Watch if you can, if you want to.
Not if
But
you can, if you want to.
I don't really recommend anyone to watch it, to be honest.
Wait for it to come out.
If you're interested in watching it, watch it. But I won't tell anyone, go watch that film because it was just cool to me.
To be fair, this whole streaming thing, like where they have now recent movies in cinemas, it's actually very, very lit. Like now they go straight to streaming kind of thing. It's like you'd have to figure out where you're gonna put it after it's been out. Like
Our reviews are going to be so relatable now. Yeah. Our rating system.
Yeah.
So what is your rating system
My rating
of
system for this,
Napoleon? Would you watch it in cinema?
Watch it on Apple.
The benefit
watch it on
of
Apple
Plus.
TV.
Apple TV. On my phone. On my Apple.
Watch
On
it
my
on
Apple
TV. Wait for it to go on streaming platforms. Watching Apple TV.
With the benefit of hindsight, I would not have watched this movie.
I think I would still watch it.
Nah, I would not have watched it. Or
The
maybe
visual aspect of it was really good.
was
I
that?
would still watched it.
Maybe I would have watched it at home.
Why don't you say something about the movie?
But but then you wouldn't watch it on your phone. You'd watch it on a projector.
No, I watch it on the TV, but I think it's maybe.
Watch this movie.
If you like action, watch this film. If you're interested in any history to do with but the history's not accurate.
If you already know about the story, then watch it.
I wouldn't say
because that's what enhanced my Oppenheimer experience. Like fully understanding his story.
Yeah, but that's Oppenheimer, I guess, to an extent. Okay, if you know the history but are aware that it is for entertainment purposes.
No, I hated Oppenheimer the first time I saw it. Before understanding his story, I fucking hated it. I was fuming about it. Yeah. So it wasn't until after I understood it that's when I enjoyed it. Yeah. So if you're like that, then this probably. So that's why I fucked up. I didn't look into his story, Napoleon's story before watching it. Yeah. I would, if I've done that, then I'd watch it at home on my TV. That would have been a better experience for me. Yeah. But we're not subscribed to Apple TV Plus.
Shout out to Apple TV Plus. No, you got a home here with me, man. Gang.
Give me iPhones. Give me iPhones and iPads. Please.
Let's get it to you first.
What is that? No one's ever been sponsored by Apple, have they? I've never seen someone being sponsored by Apple.
Sponsored by Apple.
Apple don't really do that,
Apple, I've seen.
They probably do it very discreetly. They did it for Dua Lipa's podcast, even though it was mainly PR. But anyway, let's move on because that's digressing.
We're going to do another review on Saltburn, which is directed by
Emerald Fennell.
Gang out here. So this film is out in cinemas right now. It came out last weekend actually. It's been out for a week now.
And then of course, just as a little insider for some people, but it will also be available on Amazon Prime during December.
Is it? That's quick. Can't say less.
Because it's an Amazon Prime studio film.
That's where I'll catch it.
That's where you catch it.
I think also
watch it in cinema, bro.
Watch it in cinema because having the audience reaction with you is like one of the top tier experiences. I don't think we've had about that same like energy and repertoire with an audience watching a film. This is probably like a Marvel film.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Endgame was lit.
Because the whole audience was literally in it with us. Like, comedy on the
everyone was laughing. Everyone was like
reactions
shocked.
were the same. Oh my gosh, it was actually, it reminded me of Marvel times.
Was it because you watched it where you watched it? Because you don't watch it in a very like specific kind of like. It was like
kind of because it was like a a streaming.
Yes. So we watched it as a part of Deeper Movies Night Experience at Rio Cinema in Dalston.
Yeah.
Yes, but also I've been seeing in other reviews on Letterboxd that a lot of people have been really enjoying the experience, and it's one of those films that you've got to go to the cinema and witness it with other audiences because it's something that everyone's just having the same experience. Everyone.
So if I was to go to a view at 7 p.m. on a Saturday to a packed cinema, I guess.
100%.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Top tier. 100%. Top tier.
If there's people there with you, you're gonna have that experience.
I was gonna watch Hunger Games.
There's no like I would say like there is no way you're not going to hear people's reactions for this film. Emily has written this in an amazing way where the pacing is really good.
Oh my gosh, we've gone from one film that had horrible pacing. Pacing in this, you're engaged all the way through
the entire time because it's constant suspense. And when she's trying to make you forget you're creating suspense, she makes you laugh.
Yeah, she makes you laugh.
She makes you laugh, she makes you cry, she makes you feel all the emotions you can possibly have in the space of how long is it? An hour?
I think it's under an hour.
Hour and a half?
Under 2 hours.
What? Yeah.
Is it more emotional than Asteroid City?
I think it was, but I mean...
So that movie almost got me, the war works.
So with the benefit of hindsight, would you recommend it for me?
Oh, like, you don't like thrillers, and the thing
I like thrillers.
I actually think you
like horrors.
I think if you opened your eyes to just like it's gonna be like quirky and like weird at times.
What's the quirky movie I've seen? I'm trying to
then I think you enjoy it. I think you like it as well. I think a lot of people like this film.
And I think a lot of people put that perception of it's gonna be like what's that Timothée Chalamet Armie Hammer film? Call Me by Your Name. That's the perception a lot of people think it is. And don't have that idea. Just go into the film. Just watch it. I watched so many small scenes of the film and I still didn't know what the hell I was watching. The next day, I was still messaging my friends like, what the heck have I watched? And that's good cinema. If cinema makes you think, oh my God, 24 hours, I'm still thinking about it right now. And you're just like, I can't really explain it. You just have to watch it. That's good cinema.
Yeah.
And that's the female gaze.
Oh shit! Look at this. Look at this film.
I was thinking of Tenet.
You feel Tenet.
Tenet is good cinema. 15 like weeks after that, I was trying to figure out what the flip happened.
I feel I'm like,
To me, like,
that's why I
weeks
saw about
afterwards,
Saltburn. After
That's why I call it a good movie.
No, to this day, I can't wait for it to go out on Amazon Prime so I can watch it again
yeah.
and really be like,
And
because
spot.
there was nuggets where you were noticing and you were like, that happened, and then of course they tell the story at the end and you're like, yeah, I clocked that on, but I still couldn't piece everything together.
Yeah.
The soundtrack, the visuals,
Freaking hell.
she did not miss, and it like parts of it was shot in Oxford, which is where Harry Potter is.
Yeah.
So then you were having that weird nostalgic feeling
of
Harry Potter, and then it's also technically a period piece because it's in 2006.
Yeah, and the music really relates to that
time.
Bro. Yeah. Barry's performance in this was incredible.
Everyone.
Barry Keoghan, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really like that guy, you know. After
amazing.
Eternals, like he was my favorite part of the
He's a
movie.
sick actor.
He's an amazing
And
actor.
Jacob, I think a lot of people like. I don't know if he said this on the pod or was off camera, but a lot of people look at Jacob because obviously he's in a TV show called Euphoria, which he's mostly.
And he was also in Kissing Booth. Yeah,
that's on Netflix. And a lot of people look at him
He was
because
a weird brother, the angry brother, right? There's the calm brother and the angry brother, right?
in Kissing Booth.
Kissing Booth.
I haven't seen Kissing Booth.
Isn't the girl that likes two brothers?
no, she didn't like Two Brothers. She only liked one.
Oh, I thought I'm getting the wrong movie then.
I think you're thinking of
I thought that was the Kiss.
no, you're thinking of The Summer I Turned Pretty. But anyway, digressing.
But yeah, so a lot of people look at him as the sex appeal because obviously he's tall, he's good looking. But I feel like he's trying to branch out from Euphoria.
Really trying
to show that, even Kissing Booth as well, to show that I can actually act. And in this film, he shows that, yeah, I can actually act. His accent in this is amazing. He's from Australia and he's doing like a British accent and it's very
Aristocratic, you know, like
yeah,
that's so much.
Yeah.
I dislike that.
Like what?
I'm not a fan of that.
Like,
but his performance in it was remarkable.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited to see his next film, which is Priscilla. Is it Priscilla?
Priscilla, yes. It's also going to
He's
be
playing,
coming out on
he's playing,
Picture House for previews.
He's playing Elvis Presley. So I'm looking forward. Forward to his career.
So what's this movie about?
Priscilla.
Elvis Presley's wife.
Ex-wife.
So is a biopic based on her life?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's playing Elvis Presley.
Okay.
It seems like
The
it's getting
female
a lot-
gaze,
It's
Sophia-
getting a lot of
Sophia Copeland.
good
Bit of
reviews.
a shift of perspective then.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all.
getting a lot of good reviews on that one still.
The Elvis cinematic universe.
No, it's not connected. It's not connected.
You sure?
It's not connected.
Recast. You sure?
It's not connected. It's not connected.
And then also, like, you got a range of actors and actresses that we haven't really seen their performances before.
Yeah.
And they were amazing. Like, everyone's individual performance of the film, with Archie, for example, the sister.
Archie was good. You know what I saw? It's the film that you was gonna watch. I think it was that F1 film. What's it called?
F1.
I'm trying to bring it up.
Oh, the
Gran
Turismo.
Turismo. Yeah, he was
Which
in that.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch it.
So one of the main actors in that, he's in this in Saltburn.
And
he was really good.
they are like stark different.
Yeah.
Stark different. He's an amazing actor, and I think he's in Midsummer as well. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, he was the boyfriend of the Travelers. But yeah, he was really good. I think everyone's performance, they all had their own moment. Not an own moment. Throughout the film, they all shined.
Yeah.
Throughout.
Even the flipping butler.
The butler. You know what's funny? That butler was in Napoleon as well. I was watching Napoleon. Like, I swear I know this guy.
I know my man.
Like, I can't remember. He's one of the guy that works quite close to Napoleon.
His brother.
No, he's not his brother.
Oh,
he's one of the other higher ups that he's throughout the film. I have to bring up.
I don't know many people. All I know is Kirby and Phoenix.
But he was in it. I was just watching the whole film. I was like, wait, I swear I know this brother.
Yeah. So like, I think
I like the time. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
for like a Wednesday night, that was a solid
that
Wednesday
was a
night.
moment.
Like, honestly, I'm really glad I got to see it in cinema, and I probably would 100% recommend it to people. Of course, like, if you're a bit squeamish.
Oh yeah. You know what? The less than 2 hours nowadays, less than 2 hours is very appealing to me. Innit?
I say, you might watch it.
Yeah, so I'm actually my knees. We could probably take that one. What's that?
Oh, how the tables have turned. Let's do the debate.
Wait. What did I do? I don't understand.
Debate. So obviously we in a group chat we try to make sure we all do reviews, and for us to do reviews we have to watch the film. We will have to watch the same film. This week it was difficult because
difficult. You chose that word, yeah.
It was difficult. So it was debating whether to do Saltburn or Napoleon. Now we already said beforehand, before we even mentioned this, that we were gonna watch Saltburn. So me and Maz already had plans to go watch Saltburn. Aladdin said he may try to watch it, but he also wants to watch Napoleon. I said I was gonna watch it. Maz unfortunately didn't have availability of the time to go watch it, so we tried to watch Saltburn for Aladdin because we assumed Aladdin will have the time to go watch it. Aladdin saw the trailer and he said, "It's a no for me, dog." Actually, I think I even have the quotes of what he said.
Whoa, you're backing out receipts.
Bring out the receipts.
Back out the recipes.
Bring out the receipts.
What did I actually say? I'm curious.
So Aladdin watched it. Aladdin wouldn't. Maz didn't have the time to watch Napoleon, so invited Aladdin to come watch it with us, watch Saltburn with us. Maz did tell Aladdin that it will be camp and quirky. He watched the trailer and said he didn't like it. He said, "I don't feel like it's something I'll avoid, but it's also something I'll actively make time to." It's also
that was a
not something I'll actively make time to watch.
That's a respectful response, all things considered. I don't think I would actively avoid it, but I would also not actively make time to watch it. That's a respectful response.
But we watch films and review films. Mm-hmm. This is what we do every single week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then went on to say that I think Aladdin gave his opinion on it, and man said, "I get that, but that's all." No, Aladdin said he wants to watch Napoleon. On the other hand, but man said, "I get that, but that's also very boring." And he said how limited your film taste is.
Who said that?
That's on porn, bro.
That's
you don't smoke.
that was.
I don't know what I did to you like 6 months ago, but I'm still holding cool for
it.
it.
To say film is subjective. No, you said film.
He was quoting.
I was quoting her, which I also agree with. Don't get me wrong, I agree with it. I've been saying this.
So I said, okay, so for this episode, maybe we should have a debate on what's on a verse. It's very hard to suggest what this word this conversation. I said maybe it could be quirky films versus blockbuster films, but I don't think it's a verse type of thing.
Where do I even fit into because I realized that
it's avant-garde versus.
Well.
That's what I said in the group chat. I feel like I'm a mixture of these two because I enjoy the blockbuster films, but also enjoy the quirky films. I can watch the ones. I can watch the Fast X stuff. I can watch Napoleon, which is
stop saying Fast X and putting that on.
But I'll say like the comic book stuff, all these type of films, but also watch the quirky ones as well. So I feel like I'm in the mix of.
But you guys say like this, like I don't watch I don't watch the same stuff as Aladdin. So what I say is that what I meant by you have a very limited taste in film is if something isn't a part of your comfort zone, you won't even bother to dip your toes in it. You just be like, no, I'm not watching it.
But isn't that the purpose of the trailer though? The trailer is for my toe.
Yeah, but we review films.
No, because dipping your toe into a movie like Saltburn is not just is watching trailers. Because when you watch it, you're fully committed to it.
But like I just said in the review, Saltburn trailer gave you fuck all, mate.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It gives you fuck all.
Are you saying that you refuse to give Saltburn a chance simply based on the trailer because you know you're not gonna like it?
So if I'm going off the trailer, I'm not giving it a chance.
But trailers never really do anything.
That's what I'm saying. So here's the thing. It's now become a thing of when it comes to movies that I'm not familiar with, I heavily trust you lot to tell me if I should watch it.
But how do you
because
review
it? Huh?
How are you gonna review it?
I'll review it after I've seen it. But I'm saying that these movies, this category of movies that you're talking about, where I'm uncomfortable.
You know, like a lot of the time, especially like you say, oh, Maz likes all these art house type stuff. But like, it's not like I purposely went out of my way to be that person. I've never been that person. It's just, I decided like one day, let me try this. Let me have a look at this. And I think when I was in uni, I did have a lecturer who'd be like, it's important to have different types of films that are not necessarily in your perspective. Because it's almost like reading a book. Reading loads of different books gives you almost like 1,000 different lives.
Yeah.
You get to see the world in a different perception. So it's important to just kind of open up your horizons in film taste because
let me show you something.
It just changes how you see things.
This is my current watch list, and this is just the things I want to watch this month. I have a lot to catch up on. I haven't even finished the first batch of.
You know,
I'm cooking.
You don't have to. There's never a right time to dip your foot into the avant-garde taste.
But I'm saying that
It just happens.
if it was up to me, which it is, I guess, I would rather give my time towards movies I haven't seen that I should have seen a long
There's
time
still
ago.
films I'm giving Junior like a dip in, like I told you about the Cabinet of Dr. Caligara.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't.
Into the Void and all that stuff.
There's still like stuff that I'm giving him, and there's stuff that people are telling me to watch, like Men of Children, and I haven't watched it. There's never a right time. You just got to throw yourself in. Otherwise, when, like, for example, Saltburn, it's amazing right now because it's what everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
You can actually have a proper conversation with people with it.
What if you like quirky movies where you know, like Saltburn ain't your kind of quirky? But then again, you're right. You need to watch it to know if you don't like it or not.
I think anyone that's into film or enjoy movies should open himself up to every genre at least once or twice.
If you dip your toes
just
and you're like,
see.
But how come? What if you know you can tell what our movie's gonna be before you watch
you don't?
it? Some people are like that.
Also, the dipping your
I'm
toe
like
is
that
a
sometimes.
risk.
I know. It's like sometimes you watch a trailer for a film and you know
how
it's
many?
gonna
No,
end.
but
Exactly
Aladdin,
how
you
a
dipped your
movie
toes
goes.
into Fast, and you didn't like it.
Yeah. So I'm saying when you dip your toe into a genre of movie, or what you're doing, you're watching one specific movie, and that's a make or break. If this movie isn't good,
Yeah, but
at
there's
least,
always
then everything after that
no,
is.
it doesn't necessarily mean that because there's always another time where, for example, I used to hate horror films, but now I'm starting to dabble into it a lot more. I used to hate psycho
Are you
thrillers,
doing it to
and I'm
review?
dabbling.
You're
No,
doing it because you.
because
want
I'm
to.
just curious. It's not necessarily because I have to. I genuinely enjoy watching films. I genuinely do. So I think it's really interesting that, maybe I'll get a different perspective of things.
No, I agree with you. Like, I feel like I'm the same as well. Like, I don't really have. I would say therefore I like anime things therefore now more than other aspects of cinema because I feel like it's the purest form. But I do like to watch. I get your point. I feel like it's important. So that, like with me, I don't watch movies like by the year. I watch movies by actors. It's weird. I go by. I haven't watched a Reese Ifans movie in a while, so I watch a Reese Ifans movie, or I haven't watched a this guy movie in a while. Like I haven't watched a Tom Cruise movie in a while that was like a Vanilla Sky type, or like a this type, or What Women Want.
Or like, for example, like a director.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like when
I
you're
get
doing,
that.
I'll watch or like I'll watch this, or like if like maybe I want to watch something that has like, or like, and the movie's not surprised me. Like the one like Asteroid City, it stayed with me because I didn't think it was gonna be deep like that.
Yeah.
Then it ended up being a mad deep movie. So I'm thinking, oh shit, like I see what you mean. I wouldn't have gone to watch Asteroid City and said I like movies like Asteroid City, but I came out of it saying, if I see another movie like Asteroid City,
I'll go and watch it. Yeah.
And that's what I want for film watchers to be like, where they're like, let me just give it a watch and see if I engage with it. And you might watch it and go, this is trash. But I don't want people to just go, okay, this is trash. I'm not going to look at any quirky film. Because there's some trash quirky films and there's some good quirky films.
Do you think Oppenheimer did that to a lot of people? It changed people's views on certain kinds of movies. I feel like Oppenheimer definitely. But people went into Oppenheimer thinking a certain way and they came out realizing that they actually enjoyed it.
I don't know. I don't think that film in particular. I think there's another film that I can't go through my decks right now and mention, but there's a film that I feel like a lot of people thought it was gonna be this and realized it's not. Enjoyed it and then it's branched out. Like I've said when we did the Halloween special that I was terrified of horror films. It actually surprised me to this day that I actually watch horror films because I was like as a kid was terrified and didn't want to even touch it. But now I watch it like on a daily now. I watch TV shows that's horror related. Like I actually look out and try to find horror stuff.
Was it like one movie that has shifted it for you? And if it was, what was it?
I think I said it on the Halloween special. I think it was the Paranormal Activities gave me a low dose of horror. The Conjuring series with James Wan, shout out James Wan, best director out here. He's touching horror, got me into it. I think it was me loving thrillers and finding a horror film that was doing a mix of horror and thriller that made me
I think that was the same.
I think a lot of people just need to find a genre of film that has something they like and then something that's quite different.
Or it might even just be the visuals that they prefer, the writing that they prefer.
Do you know what makes you want to add movies to my watch list? And I've been doing this a lot. I'm on Instagram and I see just one scene. There's just one, like recently it was straight out of Compton. The scene on the school bus, where the guys, I don't know if you've seen it, I haven't seen the movie out, but I saw one scene where these guys go into a school bus and start threatening these kids for putting up gang signs at them as the bus is moving past. That one scene is enough for me to want to watch the movie. That's what it takes. And I guess one of the things that would be one of the problems I have when it comes to movies is when you commit to watching a movie, you're committing at least 2 hours. Now, to me, 2 hours is a long time. So if I would come out of a movie after 2 hours thinking this is a waste of time, I'm not happy about that. And that
But no, but as much as you can say it's a waste of your time, you've had a different perspective of life out of that 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what you like, you know what you don't like. It's like, I hate to be cliche, you're going on a date, you don't know what this person is like.
Yeah.
You give them a chance, whether you like it or not. You know now. You've grown from that experience.
So
it's on the CV now.
But what are my takeaways from watching this movie? Is it that this genre of movie is not for me, or just this movie individually is just shit? What are my takeaways
from that? But from your perspective on the review, you learn about what you like about pacing, what you don't like about pacing, what you like about narrative, what you like about character development, what you like about sound. You learn about your own individual taste as well as realizing that wasn't for me.
I'll come in and say I don't really understand pacing. Because I feel like pacing is I feel like pacing should be relative to the movie. Someone needs to explain what pacing is. Is it the way the movie flows?
Yeah. From one scene to another scene.
How long?
Because it's like if every film has a scene, so this scene from that scene to this scene to that scene.
Just how long it feels, innit?
Like,
versus how long it actually is. Time is relative, innit? So how long does it feel versus how long it actually?
So like like a movie like the Nolan one where it's not in chronological order where this
Memento.
So what would you say the pacing for that?
That's great.
It was great pacing.
Yeah.
It's great pacing. Because like each scene, even though some scenes will pop out of nowhere, it still helped with the story. It was done.
It was done in a way where you weren't feeling like, I need to leave. Oh my god,
why is this scene?
So pacing is basically if you feel like the movie is taking long.
Yeah.
If you feel like
it's more of a time. It's more of a time.
That goes nicely. That's what
where it's smooth and the storyline just glides through. You're not thinking, oh, what am I going to cook for dinner? What's the time? Oh my god, the traffic's going to be long. You're not thinking about that.
Once you're out of the story, then the pacing's off.
Yeah,
because it shouldn't have took
but
you out
it's also like the curiosity. You know, if the story can be great with poor pacing, it ruins the story. If a story is good or great and is delivered in a particular way, what makes the pacing better is that I really want to know what happens next. Memento is a great example. It's like I've no idea what's happening and my curiosity is in. That's what made the pacing feel a bit better because it made it feel quicker because I enjoyed it more. You feel me? And the curiosity kind of took over. That's how I would define it. So Napoleon, step up your game, boy. I want to say tell a better story, but like you can't really do much about that one, can you?
Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward to Gladiator 2.
Oh, wait, with Denzel.
Hey, Denzel, Paul Mescal. Hey, that film's gonna be. You have to patent it because Gladiator, the first one's a classic. So
why did they call it that? That's so cheap.
Call what?
They shouldn't have called it that.
You should have got to say no.
Should have called it something
but
else.
IP, bro. IP
No,
is my film.
I did
the
to the
first
IP.
one.
Denzel is big enough to have his own thing. Like,
2 seconds.
It's so.
I'll call you in.
So angry at that.
Do you not like when people do sequels?
I got so pissed off at that, man. Denzel is a big star. Give him his own name, man.
So his name is Denzel. Was it Denzel, not Denzel?
I don't care about
Denzel.
Because
I'm throwing a little fun facts and shit.
But I don't think that's gonna be the name. It's gonna be like Gladiator.
No, but it's done. They've tied it to Gladiator.
Yeah.
So now people are gonna compare it to Gladiator. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It can't beat Gladiator.
Do you know what I'm curious about? I'm looking forward to figuring out like who does the music.
Yeah, I really would.
But don't you feel the same way?
He's on the score for the film again.
100% he's gonna be there.
Nah,
He's still working. Why is he still working, bro?
He's good.
But Hans Zimmer ain't the top guy anymore.
He's the top guy.
He's Ludwig Göransson now.
I think there's beef for that, you know. I've been screwed up for a minute.
What's his films?
What, Tenet, Oppenheimer,
But at least he makes his own beats.
Black Panther.
How not make his own
He
beats?
doesn't make his own
He
beats.
was also.
Hans Zimmer's a company
He's
now.
got a ghostwriter.
Hans Zimmer's a
So
company.
now-
He's Drake.
Yo,
Hans Zimmer's a company now.
is it?
They make the Hans Zimmer sound for movies.
Yeah, but when did it start? What movie did it start from?
Apparently a long time ago. He's been big for a while. So it made sense.
No, you know what? I would want one film, a collaboration between the two. Do you know how hard that would be? Ludwig and Hans.
You see that meme, yeah, where the guy's playing the piano and there's fire on the beach?
Yeah.
It'd be that, but there's just like a whole orchestra on the beach.
No,
and
do you
everyone's
know
on
what?
flames.
Like, do you remember when Phil Collins dropped that Tarzan soundtrack? He didn't need to go that hard. He didn't need to go that hard.
You're so mad.
He actually did not.
It slaps. No, it slaps.
She's really
No, I love it a lot. But there have been debates there's a guy called Sideways on YouTube. He's great. He talks about the music in a lot of great movies. He talks about how in that particular movie is the only Disney movie where the main character is not singing the song. It's just a next artist singing a song.
And
it slaps.
Hard.
For the story, it does not work. But the end of itself is a bad boy track. But for the story, it doesn't work because with Disney movies, it's always the character that's singing the song.
Yeah, but I think
Tarzan can't sing no song.
Tarzan was never. He never like had that musicalness. Yeah. He's not a Disney princess. Yeah. So that's why he normally has that.
Oh, but Nostradamus singing.
He had the hair.
He's not a princess. He's far from it.
His hair was on point.
He had the hair of one.
Tarzan's
hair was on point.
His hair.
Yo, he's not a slap.
I don't know how his hair
was.
He
was swinging and like.
I don't know, man.
He was swinging and looks
no, shampoo doing madness on him, bro.
He was doing his hair routine. I'll tell you that.
I saw this mad debate. You're probably gonna cut this out. There's a mad debate on Insta saying, was Jay in the first cheeks that he was clapping? Or was he clapping Gorilla's cheeks before he met Jay?
He must have.
Cut.
I warned you.
Immediately no.
What do you think though?
Immediately no.
What do you think? Yes or no?
Let's
no comment.
Huh? He definitely clapped cheeks.
No comment. Yo, buzz.
I'm saying, bro, he definitely was.
Definitely did. If you
bro,
think about it realistically, he did.
If that's all you know,
teenager, and he's seeing these monkeys around just chilling.
If that's all you know, you don't know anyone like you.
If these monkeys are willing to feed, man.
But what happens? No.
They're willing.
What happens?
Actually, no.
You probably would see Gal from the other tribes.
Exactly.
He wouldn't. Those are other tribes.
Exactly.
All he knows is gorillas.
No.
When he saw Jade, he was surprised. He didn't know Jade. Those.
Yeah, that's the first time seeing human.
Yeah, exactly.
No, never seen a woman.
Exactly. That's the first
I'm
woman.
talking about the cartoon.
I guarantee you other humans. It's Congo.
What film did you see that?
No, there was.
It's better than man. This is Congo. Don't do this, man.
Do you not watch the film? He was in shock when he saw a human, bro. He's like,
No. He was shook when he saw a white woman.
Exactly.
And do you remember the first time you saw a white woman?
Don't start. I'll pay you. I'm joking.
You're going so mad. See, I thought we don't bring personal life into this no more. You don't bring personal life into this.
I didn't say that.
I
didn't say that. That's what I mean.
And look, mommy's undercooked.
Hey, look up his whole podcast.
He's being a man, Jules. We got Machiavelli on the mic.
She asked a question. She did you down.
Why are you still here?
No.
Change the topic, bro.
She did you down still. She said, when did you? She said, do you remember the time that you saw?
That laugh was lit. So send me that laugh. Drop me that laugh.
Oh shit. He said, when did you? When did you? Rihanna. This man here.
I was there, Cameo Bournemouth. I was there.
Where was this guy encountered with her?
I was there. Cameo Bournemouth, man.
I have no idea what we're going to keep him.
We don't know what we're talking about here. Anyway.
Nah, keep on. That's a whole other clip.
Oh shit, let's go to our last segment.
No, he can't post that.
He's killed me, bro. We'll see, man. We'll see what I can take from this. It's gonna be a long Sunday for me, boy.
Put that on Patreon. That's a picture.
You have to pay it here.
That's a Patreon click.
Alright, man, cool. Man. We're gonna move on to our last segment here. It's called Intake. Mack, you haven't been here for a minute. Intake's when we give our recommendation and tell people what we're watching. Well, we'll tell people what we're watching and we give them recommendations of stuff to watch. I guess I'll start off with the intake. My intake, I've been watching a bunch of stuff actually. So of course, I've watched a bunch of films. Napoleon, Saltburn. I've been watching Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It's an animation show on Netflix. I think that's gonna be my intake. I recommend people to watch it. That is really, really, really good. If you've seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is directed by Edgar White, he's done stuff like Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, like classic British comedy.
Basically, Sean Penn.
Yeah,
Sean Penn.
Yeah. Anything with Sean Penn, 100%. So with this, is an animation show of the actual film, and it nails it on its head.
But it's more accurate to the comics.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm watching I feel like I'm watching a video game at times. Like they really get creative with it. Fight sequences is good. The actors that were in the film are doing the voice acting in this. Good. Recommend anyone to all check it out, especially if you like animation. What Scott Pilgrim Takes Off on Netflix. That's my intake. Who else wants to throw in it?
I'll back out the list.
You got this.
So
let's go watching Planet of the Apes.
Bro, these movies are very, very, very thought-provoking.
Really?
I didn't know that. They're proper thought-provoking.
First you just thought it was apes.
Yeah, we all did. Okay, we all did.
Also, Can we revert back to 2 episodes about the spoiler, please? Because was it a spoiler for you?
No, he knew.
I already knew this still.
He knew, but I'm false fuming. Anyway.
Bleeped it for nothing.
But didn't it? He didn't believe it. I don't think he did.
No, he did.
I did believe it.
Believe it. Yeah, so I've been watching Planet of the Apes. I'm close to finishing Battle of the Planet of the Apes, which is the 5th one, which is basically the last one of that first batch.
Yeah.
One of the things I've been experiencing with watching these movies is, or 2 things actually. I just can't stop looking at the makeup and the costume and the face things. It's fucking, it's crazy.
Isn't it like CGI though?
No,
No,
I'm not watching these ones. I'm watching the
original
first
ones.
ones, in the 70s, bro.
Still.
So I'm looking at these faces and thinking, this is fascinating. Another thing I found really, really interesting is the way they act. It's their line delivery and it's proper like 70s kind of being.
You should put Barbarella on your list.
I was gonna say the original.
Can we post your list on socials?
Do you want Jane Fonda, innit?
Not the original team.
Can we talk about?
Yeah, that one's weird. It's on Netflix.
Because I feel like he's saying he likes the practical. You know the
Oh
campy
yeah,
effects.
but
You know what I'm saying? It's my intake, but you know, yappa.
Yeah, it's just step on.
What did you say, sorry?
I was gonna say, can we post your list on the socials? Because we talk about it all the time.
My
film list.
Oh, my film list. Oh yeah.
put it on your letter. Put it on the letterbox.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah. Let's put it on the letterbox.
I actually run you through the list. There's quite a few movies about. I'll run you through. So I'm gonna finish with the Planet of the Apes movies. Argyle. I'm really looking forward to Argyle. I think that's gonna be fucking sick. I really want to watch Ferrari. Adam Driver. I saw Adam Driver.
Michael Mann.
And then Shia Compton, Another, Dumb Money, Killer Flower Moon, Blade Runner 49, June, Arrival, Peaky Blinders, Spiderhead, and Fatherhood. That's my list right now.
Yeah.
I'll finish Better Call Saul. Top tier.
You finished it.
Top tier show.
I think it's one of the best. The best spin-off show ever.
Best
Yeah.
spin-off
Yeah.
ever.
I think one of the best spin-offs I've ever
I
seen.
have to watch it to confirm that because
Better Call Saul.
To confirm it's a fact, I have to watch it.
Have you seen Angel?
Angel. What's that spin-off?
Spin-off
Oh,
of the Vampire Slayer.
I heard that was good.
But
do you like Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Who doesn't, man? How can you
No,
not?
actually, I don't like it like the way you like it.
You don't like it?
Like I think Walking Dead is better than Breaking Bad.
Someone told me to watch that, you know. That's
Walking Dead is good.
Mad commitment.
But
So that's why
as an overall
I find
package,
it boring.
package, Breaking Bad's better than Walking Dead because Walking Dead.
No, it's not. It's
Walking Dead did that weird reboot
No,
thing.
you prefer Breaking Bad more, but it's not bad. I don't think so.
The first 3 seasons of Walking Dead, yes, is better than Breaking Bad. But I'm saying Walking Dead took a dive. So if you do
And Breaking Bad went up.
Oh,
package against package, Breaking Bad's better.
Versus.
Yeah.
I'm currently watching Lost. I'm currently on season 5.
Lost takes a dive.
Last season.
Spoiler.
Season 5 is kind of shocking. Like.
But anyway, intakes. You've done your intakes. What do you recommend people to watch?
Recommendations. I say go back and watch these Planet Ape movies. I
might follow you. Still.
I haven't seen these
I
ones
want to be
yet.
going back as well because I'm watching.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
That's how you give This, I haven't seen these movies yet. And I'm really looking forward to watching them. So I'm going to finish Battle. I'm so sorry. I'm going to watch the Mark Wahlberg one. Just because I have to. It's part of the list. It has to be done.
No, you can do it.
I watch
you
it
can do it, but I told you.
I know. Thank you for the preparation.
Don't be angry and come to me and say, "Oh, I'm disappointed."
No. Thank you for the benefit of hindsight. I'm gonna look into it with that mindset. But it's part of the watch list has to be done.
Have you seen any of these ones?
No.
None of them.
No.
So what made you start the prequels?
I saw the trailer come for the new one come up on my feed, and I didn't want to watch the trailer. So I'm watching this movie just so I can watch the trailer. And the movie comes out like mid next year, so it's a big gap.
You got better time.
Yeah, we've got time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to these ones. So if you've seen these movies, go back because there's a really
I'm actually gonna do that.
It's a fun cycle. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like a weird cycle in the way that is.
There was an article. I might send you a link, but there was a weird article that said how you should watch these films. There's different ways you can watch it. You watch it in like all the
I always watch it release order,
or watch it in the actual timeline. And there's another one.
Timeline is a bit
like
difficult.
Season based.
Timeline is going to
like
be difficult because we don't have the full timeline yet.
Yeah, it's
but
very.
It's a weird
so
far.
I watch it in release order. It's very thought provoking, and the way that the timeline is in the first batch of movies is fascinating, and it's just really interesting to watch, and that makeup is fantastic. So, yeah, intake that.
No, go on, Matt.
Oh, I would say Tear Along the Dotted Line. I feel like I've said it before.
Was that anime?
Yeah, anime. It's an anime show on Netflix. The season 2 was released. I think this year.
What's it called?
Tear Along the Dotted Line. It's about
Oh, yeah, you
friends.
mentioned it.
Yeah,
I feel like no one.
Is it season 2?
Yeah, they made a season 2 last year, this year. I feel like it's about like friends that it's about this guy's a comic, and then he voices it, and it's about him and his imagination and how life turned out and what they thought life would be and how he actually did turn out and
Sound like me.
dealing with like the
Do you know
reality
what
of
that
life.
sounds to me of? A Little Life.
Sounds sad.
Have you ever heard it?
No.
A Little Life. No.
Yeah, it's a really sad book.
Sounds like, yeah.
But
sounds
that
sad
show is
as
kind
well.
of the ending. I can't like when I say.
Is it a sad anime?
It's not anime. It's an
Is it a
animated
sad anime?
show. Okay, I'm not explaining. It's on Netflix.
Animation
It's
show.
like-
If it's just an animated.
But it's
show.
a different language though. They speak a different language with
What?
English subtitles.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She's a sub kind of gal. That's what she is.
Oh.
You're a
But
sub
it's-
one.
but I feel like it's really good. I feel like everyone should watch it.
Oh, I've seen that.
I feel like
Yeah,
everyone should watch
I've
it.
seen season 1.
Season 1 was
Yeah.
heartbreaking, fam. Especially the end of it. Remember?
Yeah, it's quite emo.
Yeah. That's my show. I'll say. I didn't think it'd be that good.
Was it French in it? I remember.
No,
the first episode.
Italiano.
It's Italian. Started
I've seen season 2.
Not yet.
Maz, what's your intake?
My intake is I watched The Crown's is it part 2 or part 1?
Part 1.
Part 1, for the penultimate season, and oh my god, the first episode, the pacing, like the transition from the first few scenes into this like title sequence, mad. I was hooked, mad.
Yeah.
I was in. The pacing started to get a bit off again, but then I still gave it a chance. And what I really liked was it had an amazing circular narrative. I love a circular narrative. Starting off at the end and then picking it up again. Oh my god, yes. So I'm really excited for part 2 in that sense. The history side of it, you can tell that parts obviously are a bit entertainment based and exaggerated.
Joe talks about the actual royal family wanted to see the film, see the show before it goes out.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
because they're so worried about
The image.
forward image perception. But I think it was like really good, and obviously the writers, for no biasly because I just talked about Emerald Fennell being a writer for The Crown, but it's really good writing. You always know, regardless of what happens, the writing's good, the cinematography is great, they really focus on detail. And speaking of the Tenant, so what's her name in the girl in the Tenant?
I'll bring up
Tenant.
Yeah.
Oh, the blondie.
Sophie Vicky.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So she's in it playing Diana. And oh my days.
No, Elizabeth the Vicky.
Elizabeth Debicki.
Yeah.
She turned
She's
into
from Paris,
Diana.
France.
She actually turned into her. It was like you could see why she was casted because of the yacht scene and in
That
the
scene was
Tenant.
powerful.
So you kind of see that, but
This guy.
I broke the chair, bro.
He said, "How can he tell it?" Sorry, man.
Sorry,
Please
sorry,
continue.
sorry,
This guy was broken.
Sorry, man.
but like as you see, you can see why she was
The
casted.
structural
for it.
integrity of this chair is
And you just
great.
like she ate it. I think you should probably don't watch all the other ones. Watch that one.
Can you go
And
straight
then-
to it?
That season of Crown. You mean?
Yeah.
Can you go straight to it?
You
Yeah,
have
of course I can.
Yeah.
And I know the story of how it got there, anyways, isn't it?
Fair.
Everyone knows the story of the royal family.
like it's literally it's also within our lifetime.
Exactly.
Not yours, but within our lifetime.
Like our mum told us the story.
Yeah, but they,
that's
I'm
our
saying, they wanna see
How
the face.
Elizabeth got finessed.
That's our auntie, bro.
Exactly.
Of course we're gonna
Like,
know.
Our mum said that she was their best friend, and then and then she got finessed by the queen.
Yeah, so that's my intake for now. But if you enjoy The Tenant, you'll definitely enjoy Elizabeth
Wait,
Debicki's.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is in the Crown.
No, this is Tenant.
I was gonna say, what budget do they have in the Crown now? Like,
Oh no, the casting for The Crown is mad. They have a
isn't it
huge
normally like
budget.
UK actors though? Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
regardless,
but these UK actors
Aaron
cost
Taylor
money
Johnson
too.
is a UK actor.
he's British.
Yeah, he's British.
You never know
I
that.
thought he was American all the time.
Watch Bullet Train.
There's a lot
Since
of-
Angus
like-
Thorne's
since
a
back-
perfect
since
he
back-
does a
target.
lot. He does a lot of he's from. I don't know if this
High
is-
Wycombe.
It's the north.
No,
He's an
it's
English
north of
guy.
London.
It's an English
Oh,
guy.
North of
Okay.
He's from Tottenham.
What's it
No,
is?
north of North London.
Oh,
Okay. I
Well,
thought it was
Enfield.
American, you know. The whole time I thought it was American.
Enfield is north.
Alright, guys, man. That's our intake. That's the end of our show, man. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching.
didn't give an intake.
I did give my intake. I said
you
Scott
paying
Pilgrim
attention?
takes off.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for listening to what I'm saying. We've got
This
two
guy,
elements
man.
in this building now.
This guy.
Do the same thing. But yeah, man, thanks you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you're listening, please do give us a rating on Spotify or wherever audio platform you're on, because it does help us grow. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit us a like and a little subscribe. You know,
Maybe dropping something in the comments for a little someone.
Yeah. Why would tell Aladdin's commenters, man?
They like Caleb now.
They saw the skinny jeans and left and said, "Bring
No,
Caleb."
it's because they realized I'm not light skinned. That's why, man.
Oh yeah. Look at colorism. That's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Anyway, man, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. That's myself, Junior. We've got Maz Avelli in the building. We've got a whole new world, Aladdin as well. And we've got the return of the Mac. I can't say he'll be here next episode, but we've got him this episode, so take it.
We'll take what we can. See you next year.
Next year, for real.
Next year, you know.
Proper.
Maz, I see that. Maz, I see what you did there, Maz.
Well, you'll be on time.
I see what you did there.
You'll be on time,
You'll
innit?
be on time.
If we see him
Just for
before
that, I'ma come to another one.
So that was,
Just
I knew he was gonna. You got to say next week.
Bro.
Another one. I saw what you did there. I saw the little pause. That pause was like, wait, I can't do next week.
I calculated it.
I'll come to another one.
I calculated like that.